Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes! Hello! Oh, God. Oh, I'm stuck. I left a fucking fly trap down it. Hold on. Hello and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes, which means your host is your favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined by absolutely fucking no one. Amazing. Absolute Jesus Christ. I see the one mark says only 2 minutes late today. I'm not late at all, right? I started the stream bang on 1:30. I wait for about 30 seconds to make sure the connection's all right. Then I played a theme tune, and here we are. Right? Because I had this stream fucking sorted long ago. And it was Mike Savage was the very first one in who said, "Blag, so will you be on time today, Drunken Uncle?" I have actually been bloody brilliant in the past, 8 months? I've been absolutely smashing it, mate. I've been showing up. I've been here 10 minutes early every fucking time. And today, as a reward for my efforts, fucking no one's here. Fucking no one's here. Although, in fairness, I got a text from Sinatra saying he's doing some spontaneous sofa moving. To be married. So he may be a little bit late. That's absolutely fine. But Polly, as usual, didn't say anything, and we don't actually know if he's going to be here. But that does bring me to today's brand new bingo card, because I said I've had shit going. I've had shit going, mate. I got a game sorted. I got new bingo cards sorted, right? And everything's fucking ready to go. So of course it would be going awful when I'd be the only one here. Right, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. The new bingo card. What are they doing here? They should not be here at all. Because they aren't fucking here. We have Awful Pun. Alan donates $10. Polyrant. Somebody says something racist. Sex bots. Update from previous article. Unexplained absence from host. Chat gets berated for the like ratio. Phone call. That happens a lot. Phone calls, they happen. Some twat with a stupidly loud engine in the background. A convincing lie is told. A throwback to the Hambox days. Donations play at the same time. Actually, Sinatra passes gas. Sexism on stream. Full evolutions achieved. As we all know, the rules here are if you throw $25, you get to choose an evolution. I've got 1 for myself and 2 for Sinatra. So that could be, if people are feeling generous tonight, that could happen. Breaking news, fucking massive donation. Awesome pun. No jokes allowed. Animal crime wave. Siren. Do you have snow in Britain? And host is late. I'm just going to go ahead and fucking check that one off right now. We're already off to a fucking sterling start here, people. And speaking of sterling people, who have we got out there in the chat? As I said, it was Mike Savage came in very, very early. Molly Okami was also there. Mike Savage said I think he was going to be about 7 minutes late. Well, fuck you, you Irish piece of shit. I wasn't late at all. Bookworm Addict, unfortunately, is regaling everyone with tales.
He's not Welsh.
I don't know one here is Welsh. Bookworm Addict is regaling everyone with tales of how shit he feels. I feel like death warmed over.
This man isn't black. What?
It's Alan for $10. He says, Uncle, Alan, God bless you. Merry gentleman. Thank you very much, Alan. I fucking love that guy. Bookworm Addict, I'm sorry to hear you feel shit, buddy. I hope you feel better. At least your heating's sorted. I've been following the chat for the past 10, 20 minutes, I guess, while I was just sat here waiting to go, seeing, joining in on the conversation in my mind. We got Jaeger Pony as well. Lisa is out there too. We love to see it. Zed the Snarky. St. Michael, unfortunately, is here. Good old Trioxin Labs. Kero Soldier. Shuru says late, sober, and worst of all, bloody Welsh. I don't know what late. You said that at the moment I started the fucking show, Shuru. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not late. I've only had a couple of drinks because, of course, I just finished a 3-hour stream from Twitch over on twitch.tv/drunkenplace, where everyone should be watching me prior to the show, and I'm not fucking Welsh. We've got Patio Furniture as well, who I learned just how old Patio Furniture is the other day. That was fucking scary. We've got Fat Tony, not to be confused with Festonia. Has anyone got eyes on Festonia? Where's Festonia? Is he out there? I don't know. And Big Dro says, I don't think you're Welsh, Drunken Uncle. Thank you, Big Dro. But honestly, get your nose out of my bum, mate. I see you on Twitch, mate. You're just like, I think it was a good joke, Drunkle. Yeah, I love you, Big Dro. But honestly, come on, man. Like, you be a man. And ladies and gentlemen, P to the dub is Polydub.
Hello.
Hello.
How's things?
All right.
Good.
Yeah, I had a... yeah. I went out Friday night after the show. I've been hanging out with the bikers, and I was sat there at the bar, and it's past closing because they don't give a shit, and they just it's a lock-in. As long as they know you, then you can stay in there. And I'm there until about 5 in the morning, just getting utterly fucking shitboxed.
Boy, if I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
That's all right. You just say
Go on.
You said it in your accent. I was hanging out with the bikers, and I suddenly got this image in my mind of a bunch
penny
of
farthing.
A bunch of British twits on penny farthings. Yeah, and I was like, oh, the bikers, huh?
That's what it is. Yeah, they're all rocking around with top hats, tails on a penny farthing. And just going like, I strongly suggest you watch your mouth, sir, unless you wish to endure a jolly good stabbing.
Yeah, top hats with a chin strap because the wind and all.
Of course, yeah. And not just that, but the top hat also acted as a helmet. If you were to fall off and hit your Swede, then the top hat would take some of the brunt for you. That's what the bowler hat was originally used for that.
I don't believe you.
Why not? No, it was for people who would like gamekeepers, for instance, would be walking around, fucking places with lots of branches and shit. If they were to hit their head on a branch, then well, I mean, that is like if a branch were to hit them on the top of the head, then they'd be all right because it would just end up pushing the hat further down onto your head. But because there's a gap, much like a Bobby's helmet.
I just don't. I don't believe you because I found it hard to believe because I don't see a bowler hat offering much protection. Don't get me wrong. I like the bowler hat. I just don't see it offering much protection. That's all.
It offers more protection than not wearing a bowler hat would.
Well, you've got me there.
There you go. Joshua Wanowski says a top hat does not save you from getting shot. No. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
No, we don't know that. Lincoln
we do.
Didn't have his top hat on during the play. Were he to be wearing it, for all we know?
But the thing is, Polly, he didn't wear a top hat. He wore, I think it's a stovepipe hat.
Well, in America, we just call that a top hat.
No, but that was a lot more. There was more top to that hat than a regular top hat.
There was a lot of top.
A lot of top on that hat, man. You know what I mean? Was Lincoln like really short or something?
No, that's the joke. He was like, even for that time, it was quite common to not be all that tall because nutrition and rickets and whatnot.
Rickets being a thing, yeah.
Yeah, he was 6'4", 6'5", and wore a top hat on top of that. Like he leaned into how ridiculously tall he was.
Do you think that's why he got shot in a theatre then? Because fucking Wilkes Booth was sat behind him going like, "Is this fucker doesn't move?"
I asked him to take the hat off, and he did, and he was still tall.
Then he put a fucking 6'4" bearded bastard in front of me in a I love this play. What play was it?
My American Cousin, I believe.
Interesting.
You didn't think I was going to know, did you?
I know. I thought if anyone would know, it would be you.
Yeah, I'm a storehouse of useless information. Let me tell you.
Okay,
it really was. Yeah. It was. It's even known what part that it happened at because it was the. Booth waited outside the tiny little vestibule there at Ford's Theater for everyone to start laughing, and it was the crescendo of humor where the guy calls the woman, I forget, it's like a brazen hussy or something like that. He calls her.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and it gets this big laugh, and that's when he made his move.
Smart guy.
He wasn't a fool, but in other ways he was a fool because it's like, here's my plan. I'm going to get together a mental defective, somebody who didn't want to be there in the first place, and another half-hearted actor, and we're going to kidnap the Secretary of State and kill the president, and then just take a boat down to the Confederacy.
Well, but it's like waiting for the crescendo of laughter. It's very like Andy Dufresne, John Shawshank, escaping the prison, waiting for the thunder to cover up the sound of him whacking on the shit pipe with a stone.
That's a good point. I forgot about that part of his escape. He did do that, didn't he? Clever bastard.
Good old John. It truly was a Shawshank Redemption.
You got to appreciate that film is a good example of like how to create anticipation and whatnot through editing. I mean, the whole sequence of he gets a rope and you think he's going to go hang himself and they set it up just so where you actually think, yeah, this is it. He's had it. He's going to go hang himself. And it's like, no, it's actually the setup for it. It's really, really well done. One of the many reasons that movie's loved.
Yeah, and despite being a Stephen King movie, or indeed novel, no supernatural elements to it at all.
Well, I'm not a fan of King, but in his own defense, he does say I'm not a horror writer, I'm a suspense writer. And he has written a whole bunch of, he just finds a lot of suspense and supernatural stuff. But I've never read Shawshank Redemption, but as I understand it, the suspense just goes on and on and on. Like, the, what are they called? The
Pygmies.
No, the director of the prison, not the
governor?
Bailiff. No. What's the head of a prison called? The warden. The fucking
governor.
Warden.
Oh, it's a governor. All right. Yeah.
What's the warden called them?
Yeah.
He calls them the sodomites. They call themselves the queens, I think.
The sisters, I believe.
The sisters. Thank you. The sisters. Yeah, that goes on and on in the book, as I'm told. Like the horror of trying to escape them. And then when he doesn't, you get, what's his name saying, sometimes he escaped them and then sometimes he didn't. Yeah, so there's like gang rape horror sections in it and whatnot. I'm told.
And as if on cue, you say gang rape, guess who shows up? It's the one Mad Dog Pile, Sinatra says.
What up?
He was just like Wilkes Booth. He was just waiting for his entrance.
That was my cue.
That was your cue. Say what you want about Wilkes Booth as well. Made a name for himself, Polly. The Taylor Swift of his time.
Would you rather be remembered in infamy than...
He's still remembered.
What? You see stand-up guys?
Is that a band?
With,
I've seen a guy doing stand-up. Does that count?
I think it was
But only
Walken
one.
and Pacino.
No.
There's a line in there that Pacino says, and he goes, "You die twice. When your body dies and when the last person says your name."
There you go. Yeah, very good. Good quote.
And we're still talking about Wilkes Booth, so take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, more so than Lincoln as well, because what I say about Lincoln, was he really short? And that was it. That was the last we mentioned of him. Whereas we're still talking about Wilkes Booth right now. I'm still talking about him. Was his first name William?
John.
Probably.
Was it John? Like John Shawshank?
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth.
John Shawshank. John Die Hard. Everyone in a movie is called John for me, and then their surname is... I mean, Tim Apple, that's a good one. Yeah, all right. But John Die Hard was the main character of Die Hard. John Shawshank. I mean, any other movie, John, and then the name of the title. Drives people fucking insane. I absolutely
John
love it.
Moses and the Ten Commandments,
Well, no, I mean, if it's the Ten Commandments, it'd be John Commandment.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
If you can't remember Moses' name and you say John Commandments, they'll know who you mean.
I mean, a lot of people get Moses and Noah mixed up. I see that quite often.
One guy had a boat, one guy had stone tablets. I mean, what's to mix up?
Yeah, but
Old
the thing
Jewish
is,
guy with beard, I guess? That's about, I don't know.
I don't think his name was actually Moses, Polly. If there was a Moses out there as well, it was probably something that we're not going to be able to. John Boatman. John Commandment, and John Boatman. John 2x2. Think about it. That guy had to pick up fucking cockroaches and put them on his little fucking boat. It was quite a big boat, wasn't it? He could have just...
Before it gets too long away from there, Alan, very generously, because he's an awesome dude, for the $10. So thank you very much, Alan. He simply says, Polly. Alan.
And I met a guide through $5. He said, differently punctual and heterosexually challenged. He's still saying late and gay, but I wasn't late. I was on time. I was the only one on time, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was the late one today. Sorry.
What was it? Spontaneous sofa moving? What does that mean?
Yeah, Shelly's mom texted her and said, "When are you guys coming?" And I said, "What's your mom talking about?" She goes, "We have to go get the couch." I'm like, "We're getting a couch?" And she goes, "Yeah, I told you about this," and I completely forgot. So
Oh, you
yeah,
did
we gotta
know?
Go pick up.
It's not like it just
I
came
did.
out. Yeah, okay.
Supposedly knew.
You
Yeah, we
don't
had to go
sound
pick
convinced.
up the couch from her mom and do all that stuff. That was fun.
And now you got a new couch.
Yeah, the old one we had was we got it on like Craigslist 5 years ago for $50. We've just had it since then.
Hey, Matt, a sofa's a sofa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, John's sofa. There you go. What are we? Right. So anyway, right, Polly. So I'm hanging out with the penny farthing boys.
Sure.
Right, I'm in the pub.
Disreputable knaves.
Oh, aren't they just the fucking urchins? The lot of them. They and I mean I've chatted to most of them before. It was one of them that I was getting like different vibes off of him that day. Like he was telling me about what bike he's got, and I was just like, I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I don't know anything about bikes, and he just went, well, that is why you'll never be in a gang, and like turned away, and I was like, oh, all right. Jesus Christ. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, you move on and everything, and I'm sat. I got me drink in front of me, but his.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
And that is actually one of my favourite squares on the bingo card. That was donations play at the same time. Very rarely happens.
I was listening. It sounded like a deliberate slam poetry overtalk over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna die here?
Yeah.
We've been collaborating a lot recently.
Are you going to die here in the Valley of Plenty? Yeah.
Darn fucking tootin'.
That was
See,
Alan
chat
for 10.
liked it. They got it. It's nice. Dueling donations. Yeah.
All right, let's do it 10 more times in a row.
Right?
Alan for 10, Sin. Alan, hello.
So I was right. So I got my drink in front of me. I'm just smoking a cigarette and everything. And this guy who just went, oh, that's why you're never going to be in a gang. His drink was in front of me as well. Now he comes around behind me later on, and he goes to get his drink, right, and he just goes, watch your back. I go, oh yeah, no worries. I moved out of the way, but then it was about an hour later. I went, wait, what did he mean by that?
Is he trying to help or threat?
Was it a threat? Right? Exactly. Like, I mean, he did. Hey, excuse me, mate. Hey, watch your back. Yeah, no problem or anything. It was like, because his head is right next to my head as he comes up behind me, so he just kind of like said it softly. Watch your back. And I'm like, I don't know now. Am I going to get hunted down by a guy on a penny farthing?
You're marked. It's okay. You can run faster than he can ride. It's all right.
Am I going to get exiled? Discommunicated?
You're excommunicado.
That's the one. He always brings it back to John Wick, and John Wick is always related to the Roman Empire. So how you doing, Sin?
Oh, not too bad. Had a long weekend, but no, I'm pretty good.
What'd you get out to on the weekend? And also, have you got anything planned, you and Shelley, for the times of Valen?
I think we did our Valentine's gimmick already.
I mean, you call it a gimmick. That'll be the last time you do.
No, I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So no is the answer.
No, but you do it either before or after. You do it right.
Yeah,
I think that's a smart move.
Go out to dinner on a Wednesday? No.
I mean, no. I'm fucking on Valentine's. You're just gonna end up paying through the nose.
Don't do that.
What?
It's Valentine.
It's Valentine's.
There's
You're
no
both
M.
wrong. It's Saint Valentine's Day. Good God.
Actually, you're wrong
It
as well.
is.
It was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Thank you.
There's no M in the word.
What, in Massacre?
In Valentine.
Valentine's. It's the times of Valen. You get one day. It's a time. Valen. St. Valen.
All right, guys, we're looking for a new co-host.
I heard. I
Must be
I
able
thought I
to
heard
pronounce
the-
Valentine correctly.
Times of the Valen, and I heard Tines. And I'm like, oh, I get it. Tines of the Valen. Yeah, all right. But there is such a thing as a tine. It's fine. They're on
Yeah,
forks.
it's like on fork. Yeah, little.
Yeah.
It means it's a prong.
Well, also the turpin.
Like
variety.
lady?
No, that's a patootie.
Ah. Hold on. Where else is there a tine, Sin?
The turpin variety.
Terpins,
right.
yeah, terpins. I want to say, like, also on a comb.
Right, there. Yeah.
Yeah?
I would buy that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah!
it's the little plastic things on the end of shoelaces.
No, that's, oh,
Tine.
God. No, it's not a tine.
Yeah, now it is.
No, it's not buying it.
But there's only one. That don't count. If you had a fork with just one prong, it would just be a little
That's a
stabby
knife.
deal. Yeah, that's a shiv, a prison shiv.
No, those are technically called wonks.
An aglet. I think, was it Phineas and Ferb, I think, spoke of that?
No, I think it was Archer.
Was it? Oh, I mean, they do speak about it a lot. Limited guide for $5. He says, time for today's obscure word of the day. Aglet. No, it was persiflage. Noun. Light and slightly contemptuous mockery or banter. Use it in a sentence, Lamented Guide. Am I saying that right? Persiflage? Or is it like a persiflage? And Steve Dave for $1.69, he says, which sounds easier, chat? Running from a weasel launching maniac or hitting the like button? If you chose the first one, the gloves are off and I'll see you soon, dipshits. And that is bringing us back to the bingo card. The new bingo card, Sin. Chat gets berated for the like ratio. I did it. There's a new bingo card. I finally did it.
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just you know, it's bingo card number 1. I think we're going to have 5. So I've got to make 3 more. But it's looking good. It's all right. Animal Crime Wave, no jokes allowed. Full evolutions. I had to bring the sex bots back because, I mean, they forgave me, but then I'm not a very forgiving person myself. So I think the sex bots eventually will come back just to tease me in the bumhole. I was playing Mafia on Twitch just before this stream started. You guys ever played that?
Oh, good for you.
All right. John Batman.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It is an aglet. Chat was right. I had to look that up. Huh.
Well, so when I said it, you went, no, he's chatting shit.
I didn't even... You guys were back and forth in there. I got to admit, my mind wandered and I started reading chat.
You thought I was handboxing you, bro?
You know what? That did come to mind when Sinatra went, yeah, you know, and just says it matter-of-factly. Like, that ham-box debacle, like, it was a debacle of such a monumental proportion that your credibility is like Swiss cheese with me now. I feel so
I told my
taken.
brother that story. He thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Or we were the assholes. You...
No. He was the asshole. We were the rubes.
Yeah, we were very ruby. It's true. We were Southern fried rubes, man.
Well, I think we would have bought a bridge off of you that night, Sid. Like, you were on fire, man.
Got any magic beans to sell with your ham box? It was terrible.
I might. There might. I can throw a couple in the box for $50 extra.
Someone out there must make a ham box now. It just has to happen. It's like when Hey Dude, Trucker Carlson asked the guy at the zoo if they had any African fight snakes. It's a thing that only we know about. Everyone here who is now called John AAA meeting, everyone here knows about the African fight snakes. You know about the ham box, and now we're bonding, people. We've never been happy.
Oh,
wow. Oh, was that Sin?
no, that was Mr. Dub.
No, never. I was just about to cross off the Sinatra passes gas square on the bingo card, but it was John Otter.
It was.
What?
What? Molly Okami says, sorry, just have a sausage box. I mean, I'm not referring to a girl's lady parts as a sausage box. Not to their face, anyway, but maybe on my own.
You get the most interesting things when you image search on DuckDuckGo for ham box. There's a device here called the ham box. It's hard to describe what it looks like. It's a device for curling bacon so you can broil it.
Curling bacon. Now that
They-
is a Winter Olympic sport I'd be on board with.
Imagine you just took like a slice of bacon and you just rolled it up into like a Swiss roll kind of thing. That's that, but it does it like automatically. I don't know why you'd need this thing, but anyway, they call it the ham box. And then
John,
there's the ham box and all button hitbox enclosure. I don't even know what that means.
Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Go on, get my hitbox enclosure,
Yeah.
you cheeky girl. John Trioxin says, breaking news. Now, I don't know if this counts because I've just looked it up. I've got 4 articles. 2 of them are from 1 hour ago. 1 is from 2 hours ago, but another is from 16 hours ago. So I don't know if that's breaking news, John Trioxin. You might just be trying to hit up that bingo square inorganically, just like Shuru, who's saying, do you have snow in England? Now, I want to make this clear here, guys. This bit here where it says, do you have snow in Britain? Right, is that's referring to one of my esteemed co-hosts here genuinely asking a stupid fucking question about if I have something in Britain. Like, do you have snow in Britain? Which was remarkably dumb, and it has now made it on its way onto a bingo card.
Valid question.
It's not
That's
a valid
funny.
not valid at all. Not at all. Not at all. So, but it's got to be organic though, guys. It can't just be like Shiri going, "Do you have snow in England?" and thinking that I'm just going to tick off this box and everyone's going to get laid. You don't want that. That's a false victory. If you're going to get laid, you want to earn it, buddy. You know, don't whore yourself out, and more importantly, don't whore other people out for your own wily ways.
True.
True. So, have either of you ever played Mafia before you went? Oh, good for you.
No.
Because Polly, it is set in the era of which you were a teenager.
The 1840s?
30s, 1930s.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but it's good. The music's great. The clothing is great. You're a cool ass gangster doing mobby things.
What are you doing? It's 30, so are you
Mobby things.
bootlegging liquor, or you?
Yeah, set during the Prohibition. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. At the moment, I've got to blow up a brothel.
Speaking of the mafia, you said hello earlier to Fat Tony. Do we have a Fat Tony in chat?
We do, yeah, because his name looks like Festonia, but it's not. It's Fat Tony.
Oh, you're calling Festonia Fat Tony?
No,
Okay,
no,
well,
no, it
Festonia-
wasn't Festonia. No, this is a Fat Tony. This is a FATONI 42.
Oh, I just never noticed that before. That's my favorite fucking Simpsons character right there.
Fat Tony.
Oh yeah.
Fat Tony.
Joe Montana voices him, and I think Joe Montana is an incredibly underrated actor, and he's awesome.
It was a very, very early in the stream where I said, I don't know where Polly is, and Fat Tony said Polly just got finished chopping up this week's body part news story.
I'm unfairly maligned in that way. I mean,
Supposedly.
well, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, there's crazy bitches out there that can do makeup and murder streams while doing their fucking mascara and eyeliner can talk about dismemberment. And it's fine. I bring up just how stupid criminals are, and somehow I'm the one chopping up bodies.
I think it's the consistency of the dismemberment.
What can I say? I like my women like I like my coffee. Chopped up and in the freezer.
Yeah, ground up and in the fridge is one of my favorite. I like my women like I like my
Black,
whiskey.
bitter, and fair trade.
Like nice, like I like my whiskey. 10 years old and mixed with Coke.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was Trioxin gave us the breaking news, but I can't actually put it on breaking news because one of the stories is from 16 hours ago. Someone tried to kill Joe Osteen. Osteen?
The mega church?
Oh,
The
I
crazy
saw
church
that.
guy. Yeah.
Why was somebody trying to kill him? Like, he's annoying, but not murder worthy. What the?
I think
Well,
he might be the devil.
No, I'm not certain, but I think he might be the devil.
He might be. Do you remember Ghastly's donation with him? We slowed it right down and painted him green.
That was somebody else. That was I want paid back. Oh fuck. I forget his name.
Okay. Well, it was fucked. Anyway, a woman killed after she opened fire in Joel Osteen's megachurch. A boy with her shot and hospitalised. So, yeah, fucking a
Wait a
woman
minute.
in a trench
Killed
coat. Trench
how?
coats get a bad rap here. Kill
by a good guy with a gun, or like his own personal Swiss guard?
I get just by stopping living, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I've only just heard about it.
He wasn't murdered. His body just did that. What do you mean?
Yeah, sometimes they do. That's the aim, isn't it? Isn't it?
Of the good guy with a gun?
No, of just like, instead of getting killed, you just stop living. That's like the ideal situation, isn't it? You just...
Well, that's what Kennedy did. I mean, no one shot him. His head just did that.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah,
I love that everyone finds that as funny. It was a meme that came out like a year and a half ago, and Far and I just laughed ourselves till our eyes were watering because it's so dumb. It's a shot of Kennedy from an image of Kennedy from the Zapruder film, and it says unpopular opinion. No one shot Kennedy. His head just did that, and it
just happens sometimes.
It just blew all of the Warren Report and conspiracy theory takes right out of the water. And it's like, wow, a third way I had never considered. His head just did that, man.
Yeah. She was shot by police, it would seem.
Police
after she was shot, she told them she had a bomb.
She was... Okay, I'll let you finish, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just reading through it now. This is the first I've heard of it, so...
She was an anti-Israeli... Pro-Palestine.
That's a good question. I didn't think of that angle because he's probably pretty pro-Israel as a guess. I don't know, but
why would a Christian?
I'm trying to think of another reason. Is somebody he hoodwinked to make his millions? I don't know.
I mean, I think that's just everyone else in the church, isn't it?
Like the dude is a scumbag. That's pretty unquestionable. But
yeah,
if you kind of kill him for it,
he's really annoying and has all the earmarks of a huckster. But murder worthy? I don't know.
But Worm Addict says it was 2 off-duty cops. So yeah, I guess that is that's good guys with guns then if they weren't working.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Sin, Rotten Corpse, if you haven't noticed, he's got some interesting things to say about guns and owns a whole bunch of interesting guns. You should see his Beretta, man. Like his Beretta 92 96 he's dolled up with a permanent compensator on the front and whatnot. Like, it's a real fantastic build. He does what I wish I could do. Order all the parts that I want to Lego my guns, like, and build them up and stuff, Anyway, a Beretta Bobcat? The kind of handgun I'm talking about? No? They're the small little Berettas that have the tip-up barrel. Ever seen one of those?
I'm Googling it right. Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah. They're common in film and whatnot. He's like, oh, I want to get a Bobcat. And I just say, oh, I'd rather have the Tomcat because it's just in a larger caliber. You can get it in 32 instead of the one in 25. And he's like, well, I already have the one in 22 and 32. I'm getting the 25 to complete the set. And I'm like, oh, bastard.
I've got a 25. That thing sucks.
Personally, I'm not a fan of 25 unless the caliber just really does it for you. If it does, then it doesn't matter what caliber it is. More power to you. But
it's awful.
A 22 can pretty much accomplish what a 25 does, and a 32 so outclasses it that I just don't see the point. But again,
I got mine for free, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that was from your grandfather?
Yeah, my grandpa just gave it to me.
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, that makes it valuable in and of itself, man.
They're like, let me give you like $100 for this. This a few years ago. He goes, no, you could have it. I've got like 4 of them. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
why do you have these?
Favorite gun is not
now
special in any kind of way, other than the fact that my dad gave it to me and he hunted with it when he was a kid. And then his father hunted with it before him, so that makes it the very best gun I own.
Is it not a musket?
No, it's well. I'll have you know, it's little more than a wooden rod with a steel sheath, and you pack it in muzzle loading style. Not too much powder. It's from the dawn of metallurgy, after all.
Now, speaking of 32, you say 32, but that actually made me think of the number 36. That happens sometimes. And it's good news in that regard, because it was the Ghost Poo Podcast episode 36, which got flagged the other week, if you remember me telling you, Sin, because of us reading out something that was written on an article. And so I appealed it. It wasn't a community strike, but they said, look, we've taken it down, and you have to do this fucking training. I appealed it, and it went through. We're all right. We're good. So I have now also reapplied for the partnership program.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. We'll see.
How long was the imposed wait period before you could reapply? Was there one?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I got taken off of it because I was associated with a channel which was deemed problematic, Sinatra. But now,
It wasn't me for once.
now that channel's. I mean, it was probably you with the turkey man. Now that that channel is gone.
You mean the title of that video?
No,
Yeah,
I mean, no, the turkey man image. That wasn't even on my channel. It was my association with you and your association with the turkey man. It's like 6 degrees of bacon. But now that channel's gone, Sin, I was like, all right, well, let's go for it again. But then this strike came up. Well, not strike, but, strikant came up. And I went, well, they're not going to do it now. But they have gone through it. They said it hasn't violated the community guidelines. So the stream itself is back up. Not that anyone's watching the Ghost Poo podcast. But that put me in good stead, I feel, for reapplying. So it takes about a month. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
Super
usually
Chat could come
less.
back. Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be less. I've probably got an email now going, no.
Yeah, we'll see how our bot overlords reply to that for you.
Yeah. They won't give a reason. They won't say Turkey Man, but we know that they mean it. And, people of the chat, you may notice that even though there isn't a super chat option, there is also no stupid little heart emoji covering up the bottom of the chat. I got rid of it for you guys.
Wasn't it nice? Just a ticky box unknown to all of us gets rid of it. I mean, fuck.
Just gone. Yeah, why was it? Why did they even think that was a good idea? Why would you not put it at the top?
I have a strong idea why.
Well, that said, no, because they do float up the chat, don't they? But why not put it next to the chat box instead of, like on top of the actual chat? Because it covers up the last word, and you're like, what? It just goes nit, and you're like, what did they just say? Oh, no, it was fine. They said night. Right, okay.
No, I hear you. Even in chat capture, that's for me, the final straw. It's like, okay, not only do you do this, you do it in such a way that if somebody uses the URL to capture chat and embed it into their stream, as I do for Noir Bar, it's there too? Man, fuck you guys and your little emoji button.
Well, I fucking hate it. If it doesn't make me money, why put it there? For fuck's sake. And it's not like it even counts as interaction anyway, does it?
Yeah, it does. It counts for engagement. I was just about to
Well, fuck the algorithm. There's no...
Yeah, but I mean, think about some of the chats that you've seen, like on larger streams where they got 3,000, 4,000 people watching live or whatever. That thing never stops the whole time. And chat looks like Son Piker chat. 90%, well, 50% of the real estate of chat is covered in emojis that people are typing in because it's all children watching,
Yeah. Rock Corp says hopefully Drunken can get monetization back. That would be good. That would be good. But hey, if it doesn't, then it's not really going to affect anything here. The show will and must go on. And speaking of which, should we have some news?
Sure.
That's a sure on the news, Polly. You want some news, baby?
I do, but real quick, I wanted to mention that somebody, WR Costin, reminded me in chat that last night I was on Kevki's stream. She was hosting Minions of the Zoo, and for some reason she felt that Minions of the Zoo had run its course and she wanted to destroy the channel, so she invited me to come on. And I was there. So hopefully this channel will last for at least a couple of days after my presence. And it was good. It was good fun.
Demonetized because of associating with a problematic account.
Yeah, I dropped a polyword just to make sure that everyone knew it was me. It wasn't a voice simulator or anything. It was authentically me.
I don't think there could be a voice simulator of
you.
you. Your tones are too dulcet that AI could never, ever replicate that, Polly.
They haven't invented the AI that can simulate this.
Hell yeah. Well, AAA's, that is Polly and Sinatra. If you'd like to direct your attention over to the Discord, where I've got your back. And people of the chat, well, don't forget everyone's links to their Streamlabs is down in the description. Streamlabs.com/drunken uncle. Streamlabs.com/the Sinatra _ live streams. And streamlabs.com/polydublive. And we appreciate every red cent that gets exchanged from your hands to ours. But in the meantime, how about you cast your earbuds upon these news popsicles, starting as ever with the Babylon Bee. San Franciscans continue crapping in the street in honor of 49ers crapping the bed. It was the Super Bowl last night, guys.
Fucking hilarious.
Dude. You know what was fucking hilarious? Was Nickelodeon streamed it as well, right?
The Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, why? What do you
Why?
say?
Oh, I'll tell you for why. Because they had SpongeBob and Patrick doing the commentary.
Okay, that's funny.
Dude,
Okay,
I didn't even know about. I was watching it on ITV like a Trump. Like a chump. I didn't. It's because Biden's on the screen. I didn't even know about it until today. I was going, why did I not watch this? Apparently, it was fucking hilarious. Other characters popped up. Sheer savagery from Dora the Explorer, who said, "Do they need a map to the end zone?" What the fuck?
That's good.
My God! Well, I know how I'm watching it fucking next year. You had the little squirrel lady in SpongeBob. She was actually commenting on the
Sandy Cheeks.
Is it Sandy? She was on the fucking field, but also because she's a squirrel, like the camera was like basically on the ground, so she was still squirrel size. Mate, why was I watching the serious version? I should have been watching the fucking Nickelodeon version all the fucking way through. But it was, of course, it was the Super Bowl, and it was a hell of a game, actually. I really enjoyed it. It came out, Kansas City Chiefs on top by 3 points with 13 seconds to go into overtime as well. A very, very, very close match. Do you know what really, really pissed me off about it, though, Polly?
What pissed you off?
Kept the
Every time
camera...
they scored, they'd cut to Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yes.
I haven't heard anything about the Super Bowl, but I certainly heard that because Taylor Swift is apparently akin to our Lord and Savior and must be mentioned at every given opportunity. So, of course, I heard about it. Fuck, I'm sick of that.
But she's also dating the... is he the wide receiver? Fucking...
Tight end.
He's tight end, is he? Travis...
Not with her, Perchant, for pegging. But anyway.
Okay.
Wait,
Is it Kelsey or Kelchi? Kelsey. It's Kelsey, isn't it? A very, very large bearded man. So every time he caught the ball or was passed it and missed, which happened actually quite a lot, it would cut to her. And it was the fucking commentators on ITV kept fucking talking about Taylor Swift. I was like, shut the fuck up. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, you don't need to inform anyone that she's in fact dating this guy. I really do believe that. Try and find someone who doesn't know that.
Dude, I'm British and I know about it. I've no reason to know about this.
There's no reason. There's no reason any of us should know about this unless we're really into NFL shit or Taylor Swift or pop music in general. If you're not, why do I know this? I don't listen to Taylor Swift, never have. I don't watch football. Baseball is the best sports ball of
you've
all.
learned it against your will.
Yes.
Forced learning. Good Lord. But it was an excellent, excellent game. Although, the man here, Travis Kelce, he was a bit of a fucking knob, actually, as he sparked controversy after unacceptable act during Super Bowl. Now, the memes that this has spawned are kind of worth it.
The memes of the entire thing were hilarious.
He, this is Reed, the coach, is, I think he's like 64, 65, and he is out of fucking shape, Polly. But fucking Kelsey, he goes up and he starts fucking screaming in his ear, gives him a bit of a push, actually. You can see this fucking poor old guy lost his balance, and people are going, dude, what the fuck? This is the meme itself. That's Taylor Swift's boyfriend right there, by the way, in case anyone didn't fucking know. I have seen so many of these today. One of my favourites was the caption on it, "You're making me look like a jackass in front of SpongeBob and Patrick."
Hold on, that's the meme? What's the joke? It's just him yelling.
Yeah, but it was what he was yelling, because we don't know.
I understand. This is the sauce of the meme. Gotcha.
But he's getting right into this fucking poor old guy's face. Do you know what I mean? And it's not like this guy's a fucking small guy anyway. Aggressive.
The stuff I've seen about this were just amazing.
It's kind of worth it because it spawned the hilarity, but also like, dude, that is an old guy.
Him talking to Ice Spice, the ones with that were funny. It's like, can I say it in a song?
That is good. I made a couple of quid off of it, actually. I had a 9-1 bet, right, on the 49ers being in the lead by halftime, but the Kansas City Chiefs to win overall. And that's what happened. 9-1. and I bet £2 on it. So that's £20 right in my pocket. Of course, I have been sat there going, should have bet 5. But it was such a specific bet. And for old Travis here to get over 96 yards as well, which did come in. So £26 altogether, guys. It all adds up. It all adds up. But seriously, I'm watching it Nickelodeon style next time. My God.
I think you have to.
Oh, wow. It just sounded amazing. Does anyone need a map to the end zone? Right, anyway, look, that's enough for the Super Bowl, guys. We're done. No more mentions of the Super Bowl or Taylor Swift because I'm aware not everyone is into sports ball. Or Taylor Swift. Moving on. Australian swimmer James Magnussen says he'll juice to the gills to win $1.5 million prize in enhanced games. Now, finally, this is happening. The Olympics, where we go through stringent drug testing and everything to make sure that no one's using steroids. We're finally getting it. The enhanced games, where you can juice as much as you fucking want. Yes!
See, this is something I'd watch.
Bring it on, right? Like, he's going to be faster than a dolphin. You should actually have them, like, racing against fucking fish.
See, that, I would watch the fuck out of that.
Good Lord. Let's do it. And what a name. Enhanced Games? Sign me up, mate. Fuck it, not to be in the games, but to watch the games. I'm well into that. Polly, you're not really a sports person besides baseball. Do you watch the Olympics?
No.
What if baseball were in the Olympics?
Major League Baseball is no stranger to enhanced participants.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a number like home run record, Sammy Sosa, asterisks.
Oh no.
Seriously. Yeah, there's a number of records that are held by people that have asterisks beside them because it's like, yeah, and later they admitted they were totally juicing at the time. It's like, oh, is that why 3 seasons previous you were like a baseball player and then 3 seasons later you look like fucking Schwarzenegger? And they had to sew you a special fucking jersey?
Yeah.
To
and he
fit
can't even
over
go
your
to the gym.
massive arms and your skinny little legs. Like, fuck yeah. Now I'm unraveling balls when I strike them. And it's like, holy shit, dude, what the hell happened? You hit a growth spurt at 30? Like, what the fuck?
And sometimes it happens.
I'd like to see that as well. Like someone hitting a ball so hard that it just disintegrates. I guess that's just an automatic home run, isn't it?
That was a filler episode in Dragon Ball Super. They did a baseball game.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was funny.
Cheshire Smurf in the chat says I can't PayPal through Streamlabs right now. Do we know if PayPal and Streamlabs are down? Can anyone give us a tester of $1, or even better, a tester of $1,000? Oh, yeah. If we could just get a test out of that, that'd be great. Polly, would you watch the enhanced games?
I would watch enhanced fencing just because I would want to see what happens.
Yeah! Wow! You'd have to slow it down, though.
That's what I mean. Like, you'd have to watch it in 120 FPS just to, see the blurs of the foils. And they've got such strength that it, makes it right through their little chest plates.
So someone actually just dies.
Is that what I'm looking for?
Maybe get them to do it on the Wii instead. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're just after a death match. Olympic death match. I'd watch that as well. Yeah, fucking bring it on, man. Enhanced game. I've been saying this for fucking ages. Let them have the Olympics, by all means.
This man isn't black. What?
Is Zed the Snarky for 10 says, testes. 1, 2, 3. That's too many testes, said the Snarky. Thank you very much for the $10 and for the 10. One too many. Thank you very much for the 10 and the test. It seems that it is just Cheshire Smurf who is having Streamlabs troubles. But keep it up, Cheshire Smurf, because we want to hear whatever you're going to say to us in exchange for capitalism. Anyway, let's move on. So, man arrested after climbing on top of the Sphere in Las Vegas. You know the Sphere? It's just a big old ball.
He looks like somebody that would do
yeah. That's a criminal head shape, man.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
It's a criminal head. Someone believes in phrenology. For Stonia, for $25, says, hiya, Drunken. Testing and upgrade. Your choice. Love you. No fat tono. See, I told you it was a different fucking... It wasn't for Stonia. But we will get an upgrade. Festonia, thank you very much for the 25. On to the first evolution of the evening. And I think, well, it's either going to be Sin or it's going to be me. And Sin actually has more evolutions than me. So we're going in. He's a cute little meatball. He's the cutest little meatball. Now, after that...
I'm adorable.
You are. And look at that hair. Feathered and light. You just don't see it anymore. After that, he becomes a very angry meatball, so that's worth seeing for another 25. Or you can turn me into a very angry lime. Look, I'll do it. I'll take it on the chin. I'll turn myself into limes. Whereas Polly, you're perfect as you are.
It's true. It's true.
You're perfect as you are. So this guy, he's actually very... Thank you very much for Stonia and Zed the Snarky. This guy, he climbs a lot of things. In protest. What would he be protesting, do you think?
The Super Bowl.
It's a good question, though, isn't it? Like, someone who climbs buildings to protest, what would it be protesting?
It could
was
be
not the
anything.
Super Bowl.
Trump, Israel, the Super Bowl, Taylor Swift, hopefully.
I think if you keep going, you're going to get it in the next 3 guesses.
Palestine.
Not Palestine.
But Polly's on the right track. Biden?
Not Biden.
Should have known.
Dave G with Gravity. And Bob Poo also with Gravity. Sam go with global warming. No, that's a good one, though.
Fuck, that is a good one.
Yeah.
There
Climate
was no
change.
super glue involved.
Slifer says, have you guys heard of the idiots in Germany that do HEMA with sharp weapons, not enough armor, and almost no brain cells? No, but that sounds amazing. Oh, actually, who just said kaiju otter? That is an evolution. And it's just Polly, but more of him. That was Lupus albus. Okay, right, for 25, Lupus. Kaiju otter. That's your next evolution, Polly.
Nice.
Oh, it is. It's just more Polly, which means more to go round. The answer is actually abortion.
Like protesting.
Yeah,
the
which
fact
one?
that
Doesn't say pro or against. Doesn't say, right? It just says he...
I want more abortion in all places at all times.
It says, later that afternoon, police confirmed that 24-year-old Mason Dishaw, an urban climber who scales tall buildings across the US to protest abortion, was the person arrested. It's fucking scary, because this is, the Sphere is, it's a big old fucking venue, huge venue, absolutely fucking covered with LEDs, and he's up there, and you kind of you can see this tiny little person kind of going like, how do I get down?
Was he Spider-Man? How'd he get up?
I don't fucking know,
That
mate.
is a damn good question.
I don't know. But of course, it goes, get out of the way. Where it's located, the situation comes as Las Vegas prepares to host the Super Bowl. Do you know what's not mentioned? Taylor Swift.
Nice.
Incredible, right?
Even though she's performed there, as it brings up for some reason.
This man isn't black. What?
Doc for Tetten says, can I evolve Polly into the swinging otter? Because same. Well, here's the thing, Doc. I appreciate the 10, but Polly is also already very, very swinging.
It's true.
Right?
I was almost in my prime during the swinging era. So, yeah, the swing era, rather.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
And is Lupus Albus for 25. Big Polly! You got it. Well, I'm gonna hook you up with a big Polly right now as we move on to the next article. And it is... Now, guys, you know Trader Joe's?
I do.
You do. You know their chicken pilaf?
All right.
Is that a word? Is that a word? No?
I don't know it. But
I've
I'll
never
take
heard
your
of
word
that.
for it.
It's a chicken lentil caramelized onion pilaf. It's a curry.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's got worse because it may contain rocks. So it's...
How would you know?
Well, it's been recalled. Trader Joe's have recalled it because it may contain rocks.
But how would you know?
When you break your tooth?
It looks like rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying here. Never had a pilaf before, then, eh? Anyone?
No.
No.
I like women.
I see what you're doing, and I appreciate it. Polly, not a Pilaf fan?
I don't know that I've ever had one.
Not a fan of rocks?
Whatever. It's rice and rocks. What is it again?
I think it's rice and rocks.
No, I don't. They're not selling it as rice and rocks, but
That's what I heard.
But it is. It is rice and rocks.
Are there any edible rocks? I mean, there's edible bark.
There's like rock candy rock, stick of rock.
Yeah, I should remember that considering that I yanked a filling with a Jolly Rancher.
Oh, been there, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know everyone said, "Oh, you shouldn't bite them." Yeah, I know now.
Well, yes, you should. First off,
it wasn't right away. Okay, it was like halfway through the Jolly Rancher. You know how it is. You think you've softened it up, right? You know it. You have.
No, it's not a Jolly Rancher. They don't work that way.
A Jolly Rancher.
A Jolly Rancher. I fuck with Jolly Ranchers. I love a Jolly Rancher.
Oh yeah, Jolly Ranchers is fantastic. They came up on Noir Bar, which we did on Friday because Drunken didn't ask, but we did.
I know. Anyway, I showed up.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did. People have been reminding me about stuff that happened on there, and I'm just like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "You don't remember the whole show's a blur." I don't know why. Last Friday, I don't remember what happened. Somebody just said I dropped a mega poly word. I don't remember at all saying anything.
Oh my God, salt.
Pepper.
I would say that counts. Yeah,
that's an edible rock.
Yeah.
I love how I said salt and
Sinatra
just went.
If it's that small.
Yeah, I think Bobby Moore's sugar would count. I mean, they can both be grown in large crystals. I didn't even clue into that when you said rock candy, because they would.
Not grown, is it?
Sure, you can break them down to smaller forms, but that's the same thing with edible bark, cinnamon. I mean, you don't take a bite out of a chunk of what the fuck do you call a chunk of bark?
A tree.
I guess it is.
Not I was about to say a slab, but that's not a slab of bark.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, what do you call a chunk of bark? Maybe just a chunk.
You leave my alcoholism out of this, hey Camel.
I usually call them trees.
Not a chunk of bark though. It's,
you don't say a tree of bark because then you assume you got the whole tree. It's a piece of a tree.
Yeah, leaves and all, right? Roots, the good bit in the middle, the caramel center. You're not having that. But it's just bark, which is how we get cinnamon. A slice.
Yeah, let's go with that. You don't need a slice of you don't need a slice of sheminicin. You grind it up.
That's true. That's true. And also rocks. I love how I said, "Oh my God, salt," and Sinatra's response was just to go pepper.
Like it's you're going with it.
Word association. Right, Lupus. There's your fucking kaiju Polly, baby. Me and Polly have actually switched places right now. I'm on his store, and he's outside because he's too big. Clifford the Big Red Dog-esque to be in the bar. You're outside in the rain, Polly. Probably with like some kind of eternal monologue where you're going like 5 a.m. but still dark, you know? Thank you very much, Lupus Albus. And we've still got an evolution for myself and one more for Sin. Or you can try and make Polly bigger. Or, if you like, very, very, very small. Let's move on. So, Mad Unearth's Tesco receipt from 1994 and people are gobsmacked. Gobsmacked by the price changes. Oh, God.
Doc, thank you for the $5 and Drunkle's Horror. 1 gram of uranium-235, the most commonly used isotope for nuclear power, can release about 8.22 times 1,010 joules, or around 20 billion calories.
So, that's the most efficient food to eat, then?
That's right. So, chow down, never mind the destruction to your internal organs.
Yeah. Fresh out of the gym. Mouthful of uranium. I'm gonna have one of them uranium protein shakes. Fucking love it. Right, so this is actually very, very sad. But it was was it Friday or Wednesday when we were talking about how cheap things used to be, and I mean, as if God were listening, someone found a receipt from 1994. It was inside a library book. Check this out, right? So you got minced beef. 55 pence.
Oh, Lord.
Right? Beef burgers,
Wow.
£1.39. Cooking oil, 65 pence. That ain't fucking happening anymore. Jesus Christ.
This is a cause for rebellion, not a piece of history. What the fuck?
Right? This is the only time I will ever say it. We should be more like the French. Like, fucking kick off. Jesus Christ. Baby Bio. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it was 89 pence. Bananas at 46 pence a pound. So they ended up paying 18 pence for like fucking 5 bananas, which again is fucking incredible. That is, and I can tell you, around about 88 pence for 5 bananas now. Sandwiches, 89 pence, and a copy of The Guardian, 50p. How sad is that? And they had a coupon for 10
I'm just
pence.
sad now.
Horrible. That is the 23rd of the 7th, which is, what, August? Something like that. 1994. What a time that was. How old were you in 1994? I mean, in 1994, Polly, of course, we know you were in your 50s. Sin, how old were you in 1994?
No, not at all. I was past that. I was applying for seniors benefits.
For your pension.
Yeah.
I'd served in 2 world wars.
I was Juan.
You were Juan. I think I was 8. We've also got James Stoner suggesting it's a sheet of bark.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense than any other suggestions.
Depends how much, though, isn't it? If you just have like
In existential ennui.
an existential ennui, like a post-it note of bark.
Time for an ennui comment. I'm like, okay.
Time for an ennui. Isn't that sad, though? Jesus Christ. I mean, it's the bananas. Actually, it's the oil that pisses me off more than anything. 65 goddamn pence. Wow. Mark Smart says I wasn't even born. He was -1. All right. Lisa says, fuck, I feel old. Don't worry about it, Lisa. We've still got Polly here. He's older than all of us put together. So, Will Wheaton rages at Larry David for the Elmo attack. Of course, Larry David came on. It was onto a TV show and throttled Elmo. And it was fucking hilarious. And then later on, it's because the most recent episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, season of Curb Your Enthusiasm has come out. And so, of course, he's been doing all of the TV rounds. Throttled Elmo. It was fucking funny. And then on another talk show, he was on he had to go have a video call with Elmo and apologise. And everyone thought it was great because, of course, it's a puppet. Everyone except for Will Wheaton, who really, really, really took it to heart, Polly.
Mm-hmm.
Really took it to heart. He said...
I read his little thing. It's just fucking hell, buddy. Calm down.
Quite the rant, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes on about his fucking father. He says, when I was growing up, my dad would grab me by the shoulders and shake me while he screamed in my face. He choked me more than once. He was always out of control, always in a furious rage, and always terrified. I'm a 51-year-old man. Man. And my heart is pounding right now. Oh, the shakening is back. So triggered. Recalling how I felt when I was a little boy who loved Grover the way today's kids love Elmo. So this appalling, unforgivable, despicable act hits more than one raw nerve for me, and I'm going to say what I wish I'd been able to say when this sort of thing happened to me. Shut up, Wesley! Oh my God!
Tell us you've got daddy issues. Oh, by telling us you've got daddy issues, but somehow making
they're just
about
coming
a
out
puppet.
with it.
Yeah, but by making about a puppet that you didn't even watch. I mean, think about the 6 degrees of sadness going on here. And I never watched Elmo. I watched Grover. And Elmo getting attacked because I liked Grover reminded me of my dad shaking me. What? Dude. And you're 51. I mean, I don't understand. What is it with these people? You're 51 talking like a 15-year-old. Taylor Swift is fucking 34 singing like a 17-year-old. What the fuck are you people doing?
We said we were done with Taylor Swift.
I can't help it. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, man. Well, he wasn't done. He said, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Elmo's like the best friend to multiple generations of children. In the Sesame Street universe, Elmo is a child who's currently putting mental health and caring for others in the spotlight. What an asshole. What a stupid, self-centered, tone-deaf asshole. Larry David strikes
That's
me as
putting
a
it lightly.
No, he's not. No, he's not referring to himself. He's referring to Larry David for strangling a puppet. This is all part of the same fucking post from Will Wheaton. He says, Larry David strikes me as a person who mocks and belittles people who are vulnerable and sensitive and enjoys being cruel because he feels untouchable. First of all, you aren't even in the segment, but you just decided to barge in and draw focus. Why? You couldn't stand that a puppet brought people together in a more meaningful way that you can't. You couldn't stand that your appearance on national television to promote your wildly successful series was delayed for a few seconds while the adults talked about mental health. You wanted to manufacture a viral moment where everyone gets to see what an asshole you are, so they'll tune in and watch you portray an asshole in the last season of your show that celebrates how great it is to be an asshole without ever experiencing the consequences of being an asshole. Not a fan of the show, is he? I love
My
Herb.
father used to swear at me all the time, and Will Wheaton in his post, the tone-deaf asshole that he is, has triggered my father swearing at me, and I think he should be canceled.
I'm just maybe Mr. Wheaton should have shook him harder, you know?
Right? It's like
this
everyone
person
wants to
seems like
shake something. Will Wheaton's father's hand for shaking him.
What was that, Sid?
This person seems like such a bore.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, actually, it's not. He's not. This is the opposite of boring, but for all the wrong reasons. Like, you could have just stay at home and have a little rant, but of course he went, no, people need to know about this, that I'm against this, because as we know from the Imagine debacle during lockdown, some people just cannot. They honestly think we need to know what they think about things. They honestly think our lives are better for hearing about them. But he's not done.
The
It is
irony
incredible
of the lack of
hubris.
self-awareness. You said, Larry David wasn't even in the scene and he burst in. You mean kind of like you're doing right now? Making it about you?
Perfect. Fantastic. He's not even... He added Elmo is an avatar for children all over the world. Children who are too small to understand Elmo is a puppet will know that a man attacked someone they love for no reason. And that will frighten and confuse them.
Elmo is a person?
Well, I mean, like, they're children, so I guess if you're that small, then, you know, you could find it traumatizing. But why are you watching a talk show with Larry David if you're that young, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
He said, Elmo and the Muppets teach and model to children all over the world that kindness and empathy aren't weak or stupid, or that any of the things people like Larry David and my dad think they are. Elmo and the Muppets offer comfort and friendship and support to a world that is starving for it. And then someone comes in, one user said, if you're mocking Will Wheaton for having his PTSD triggered by watching Larry David assault Elmo, it's very strong words, isn't it? Who brought many people together for a moment of emotional helping, find that unfollow button and hit it. Go find your fellow garbage people, bond with them.
I am mocking
Fine.
him.
Yeah. Shut up, Wesley. Fucking hell. You're still getting that Star Trek money, mate. Shut up. Jesus
well, maybe
Christ.
not. Maybe because he was, underage at the time, like under 18. So perhaps his father had him in one of those nightmare contracts, and that's what he's really angry about. His dad's getting that Star Trek money.
Yes, and he was shaken down. I'm actually going to go ahead and tick off awesome pun for that one.
that was good. That was good. I liked it.
Fucking hell. Brilliant. Oh, what a show has been so far, guys. It was Stephen David for $1.69. He says, remember, Elmo is a spoiled, bratty child to his friends, the poster child for when the riots were crazy, and he doesn't smash the like button. If you're anything like Elmo, then you're a dipshit. Good Lord. Why the fuck not, man? Yes. I love everything about that, Steve Dave. Oh, man.
Be quiet!
On my own show.
I wish I had the level of delusion that these people seem to. Dude, it's they're not even in reality. They live in their world and expect everybody to make do for them.
Yes, unfortunately, it's surprising the amount of people who have that mindset, though, Sin. It's just the sheer selfishness of it all. And people who are not selfish are people like Fucklesnuck, who threw $1. He says, hey, Wheaton, make like Oscar and crawl back into the trash bin with the rest of your career. Woo! It's a hot take. I mean, what is he? He did Star Trek, right? And I think he was in the Big Bang, the Bing Bong Theorem as himself.
Yeah. You know what the tragedy is? He's a moron. Like Will Wheaton is a moron because it didn't have to go this way because he's hated as Wesley Crusher. Then he had this micro revival of a career. And I don't know if you remember it, but he became like a comic, like he's always been in the comic books. He became a big comic book guy and tabletop games and whatnot, and had a podcast, and he wasn't saying anything political or whatever. And he kind of had this, I don't know, revival career where he's not a teenager anymore, whatever. All he needed to do was take the advice that Picard gave him and shut up. Like, just roll with it. Become that nerd guy. He could have been bigger than anyone. That's the double-laid tragedy of it. This guy fucking torpedoed his own second career. Now he's just a laughable dude. Nobody wants him on because look what he's going to do.
Well, I mean, this is what he's doing to try and achieve relevance again. Although Lisa rightly corrects me, he was also in Stand By Me. Of course he was.
Yeah.
Brilliant film. Yeah, despite certain casting decisions. So anyway, yeah, shut up, Wesley. Right, let's move on. So
Best thing about Stand By Me was Kiefer Sutherland. He was the bully that terrified Will Wheaton. He was awesome.
Yes, he was. The Endless Mike, if anyone remembers Pete and Pete. World's smallest escape room is a coffin. I'm not doing that. Not for me. Not for me.
Same here.
Sid?
I doubt I would fit.
He raises a legitimate point, doesn't he? All right, fair enough. Moving on then.
By flexing really hard and just bust out the side.
Where are we, John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
It's just like your arms break out and like he's just walking around wearing a wooden overcoat, you know.
I look like the mimic from Dark Souls.
It was for Stonia for 5. And he says, and all this time I thought choking Elmo was a euphemism for masturbation. I guess not. I would have gone with tickling Elmo, to be honest, for Stonia, seeing as that was a toy, Tickle Me Elmo, which also could have shut up. Fucking Elmo pisses me off, man.
I'm glad that's gone by, but I mean, I defy you to look at that tickling Elmo laughing and not be like, that's a great toy. Because it is. I mean, the hype that built over it was insane, but the toy itself is hilarious.
Yeah?
Yeah, look, I mean, maybe all you can remember is the hype around it or heard about the hype like I did.
Yeah, the adverts, of children like flexing their sticky little fingers at a toy which has fur.
You put it this way, the Tickle Me Elmo's a more hilarious toy and makes more sense, people seeking after it, than that goddamn Stanley mug. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Well, that's not a toy, that's a collectible item.
No, it's well, okay. It's not even supposed to be a collectible item. It's supposed to be a usable drink receptacle.
Yeah.
I'll give you a receptacle, lady. Like, it just...
What? What a threat. Wow.
Yeah, that's...
That's gonna... Someone says that to you, you're gonna think about that for the rest of the day, aren't you? Jesus Christ.
What did that mean?
I would also like to point out that in regards to Elmo, he has front-facing eyes and is therefore a predator.
Good point. His lack of teeth makes him, because he... after killing you, devours you with his solvent saliva.
Or like a fly.
Yeah. He barfs on you and then sucks up the biomess.
You get Jeff Goldblumed.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I remember that scene so vividly.
Brundridge.
With the donut. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about when he barfed on the guy's ankle to...
No,
near
it's
the end.
how he fucking ate a donut. Would just fucking throw up on it. Oh.
Yeah, I remember that, but remember when he used his vomit as a weapon for the guy at the end?
I was fine with that bit over the donut.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Viper says...
I'd rather see a
Elmo
donut dissolve than a man's leg.
Yeah, but I mean, that wasn't real. The donut was real. It was a real donut.
He wasn't a real fly either. What's your fucking point?
No, he wasn't a real fly, but the donut was real.
All right. All right. Your reasoning is unassailable, sir.
Yeah, I'll give you a receptacle. Good lord. So yeah, Mark Smart says that's a nope from me. No, I don't think anyone really wants to do. Maybe like the absolutely insane. Hey, let's climb into a coffin for leisure. No, I don't think so. So
it's from American Psycho, the receptacle tip. I just did recorded a live read of American Psycho, and Patrick Bateman calls somebody the receptacle tip to insult them. Get it?
yeah, I often call women holes.
See, you've made the connection.
Yep, and I'm just going to cross out sexism on stream right there as well. We're looking good on the bingo card so far, guys.
Nice. Looney Lenny, thank you for the $1. Apparently, those Stanley mugs contain lead. Good.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, some of them do.
Really?
That's what we need.
Bit more lead.
Did we learn anything from the Romans?
I think we learned a lot from the Romans, actually. Yeah, quite famously.
Yeah, but piping made out of lead and plates made out of lead shouldn't have been one of them.
Or hats.
Hats
made out of lead?
Or no, that was mercury.
Yeah, Mad Hatters, you're thinking, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, you're right, but then also we did get a cool name out of it, Plum Bum.
Well, I think they came up with the name, honestly.
No, but I mean, but it's been passed on. But then that's how we get the word plumber. Someone who works with pipes.
Yeah. So we don't have plum bum anymore.
No, but the word plumber came from plum bum. And yes, we do, because PB is the chemical symbol for lead.
Huh. Okay, yeah. You got
Yes!
I love how you get plumber from plum bum, but
it's great, isn't it?
No, I think the
have
causal
plum bum.
direction is in it's not just a chemical symbol. It's short
That's
for
the chemical
Latin name.
symbol for plumber's crack.
Right. It means ass, drunkle. Ass. All right.
All right.
Think about it. Plum bum. It just means ass. It's
ass. Okay. And from eating ass to eating Taco Bell, the new menu's out, guys, for 2024. Or rather, they're teasing the new menu.
How did they rearrange the 12 items that they have to make something new this time?
It's not even 12. It's 8 items.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I know you guys fuck with a Taco Bell. So what have we got? We got a triple decker taco with a third cheesy shell. That's happening, right?
Interesting.
Horchata latte in partnership with Beekeeper Coffee. A Choco Taco-esque dessert in partnership with Salt and Straw. Now, dessert tacos?
All right.
Now we're talking, right?
Choco tacos are the shit, dude.
Choco Taco. A Chalupa Chimichanga hybrid. Sin?
I can't do it.
Well, no, not without not without your chalupa going everywhere in the interior of your truck.
Chalupas are ruined for me. Never again.
Every time I start driving, I get hungry. Elote queso? I don't know. I don't know what that is. A Baja Blast pie.
Elotes. Dude, elotes are delicious.
Elote? Is it elote? Is it? What's an elote?
Deliciousness.
Okay, fair enough. Right. A Baja Blast pie.
Pies. It's the fancy corn.
Well, Baja Blast?
No, the elotes.
Fancy corn?
Yeah, they put like the spicy stuff on it and all that shit.
No, I don't know. We just have boring old corn here.
Do you guys have corn in England?
That's amazing.
Yes, we have corn in England. Their album Issues was like... Never mind. Cinnamon twists dusted with Baja Blast flavouring. And more vegan options. Oh, really, guys? You really tried hard with the veganism there, aren't you? More vegan options. You only need one vegan option. You can fuck off.
I like the first one. The first one I'm interested in.
I'm in for the first 3. Oh, and the elotes. I'll go for the elotes.
Oh, Mark Smart is correcting me. It's pronounced Baja Blast. Why didn't no one correct? Why didn't either of my 2 esteemed co-hosts correct me on that?
I thought you were fucking around.
Oh wait! Oh, we don't have it here. I know that it's a flavour of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
It's a place.
It is also
Ma-
a place.
Mountain Dew's a place?
Yeah,
No,
it's right.
Baja.
It's a little bit south of the Rockies.
Hmm.
Yes, there's a place called Baja, south of the Rockies. Says Hambox guy.
Mountain Dew.
Says Outbox guy. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, Mountain Dew is a place, isn't it? Actually, I read about that the other day and went, huh. But where's Badger? Sounds Middle Easty.
I think it's islandy.
There's one in Mexico, and then there's another one in California.
Hmm. All right. Well, that's what's going on here. More vegan options, though, so, you know, they're not actually...
Oh, yeah. There are also those bastards who came out with that free dog song there. Keeverdam, who let the dogs out.
Oh, yeah, the Baja men.
The Badger
Yeah.
Man. Badgerman.
The Badger Man.
Badgerman.
That's what we should have called them.
That's what they are called.
Stupid.
But then from more vegan options to only one vegan option, we don't want to host murderers at our wedding. Strict vegan bride bans meat-eating family members from attending her ceremony. All right, fuck you then.
Good. Let's go down to the rib joint and have a carnivorous meal. Fuck your wedding.
Yeah, what are you gonna have? Salad.
Oh, we've got edible broccoli brooches for all the ladies. Fuck you.
Oh, what is it that you bring your fucking prom date? The flowers that corsage, but it's made of broccoli.
How the hell are you supposed to tell the difference between entrees and the fucking plant centerpiece? It'll all look, the same.
The same, yeah. Because you don't want to be... Everyone there is just fucking congratulating themselves on being vegans. It's like, fuck your fucking vegan wedding. I'll give you
man,
6 months.
I'd sneak in. You know what I mean? Like, declare myself a vegan, check their little boxes, answer their little fucking questionnaire full of lies, you know what I mean? Whatever. And then show up, and I'm not there to spike the punch bowl. I'm there to coat everything in a fucking bacon grease I brought in a fucking little pocket flask.
Do you think they have a questionnaire at the door?
Like someone's making sure that you're vegan. Like maybe there's just like a plate of wings and you have to get past it without like salivating.
See, that's where I fuck up.
Oh, me too, man. Good lord. Oh, fun Super Bowl fact that they said on the show I was watching. An estimated 1.4 billion chicken wings were consumed.
And I had none of them.
I didn't have a fucking wing either, man. I felt cheated. And I did watch the Nickelodeon version of it as well. What the fuck was I doing last night, mate? Stupid. Mark Smart says I give the couple 5 months to live. Well, here's the thing, like, if you didn't offer a fucking vegetarian or vegan option for the dinner at your wedding, people would kick the fuck off. But apparently, going, no, if you eat meat, you're not invited to my wedding, that's just fine and dandy, is it? That's hunky-dunky. Well, fuck you, woman. I don't want to go to your stupid fucking wedding where everyone's sniffing their own farts. Gonna eat some wings.
It smelled like asparagus.
Oh, God. Have you ever asparagus peeing the day after having asparagus?
Well, that's the reference, but no, I've never actually had that happen. I don't know what people are talking about.
It does. It makes your pee smell.
I just don't stick my head in the bowl. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I'm not. But you can't. It wafts up. You go like, that's different.
Well, I removed the upward-facing fans from my bathroom. I don't know why they're a thing for you. What do you mean wafts?
It wafts. It's just because it's a strong-smelling wee. You can smell it. You go, that's different. It doesn't normally smell like that.
Are you sure you don't need to just visit a doctor?
I just stop eating asparagus if I'm gonna
really.
Peeing.
Oh man, asparagus is delicious.
Dude, I love some asparagus, but apparently
good.
Yeah, it's great. I also love smelling my own pee. Quiz of America for $1.
I'd keep that one to yourself.
Said, we questers uniting establishment exemplarism for restaurant standards demand the return of the Quesarito Taco Bell.
Quesarito.
Whatever will be, will be. These are words. You guys live you live closer to Spanish people than I do. Well, Mexicans.
I was going to say, isn't Spain like right there?
Not right there.
It's not far.
Do they have snow in Spain?
I don't think so.
No, see? That would make sense. Let's move on. So, American living in the UK baffled by supermarket checkout habit that doesn't exist in the US. Guess what it is? Look at the photo.
Hold on. I don't... What? UK...
It is that. The person on the checkout is sat down.
Yeah, Baldy.
They are. Huh.
Apparently, you don't allow your hard-working supermarket workers
I don't know. I don't
to sit down.
dictate if they sit or not.
No, I mean, you don't. But someone does. Right? Polly?
Yeah, I guess.
they-
I did. I mean,
they
at the
can sit
point,
down and
I'd be
hold
fine with them having a chair. I don't care. Yeah, sure. Take a chair.
Yeah, good. Have a
If
seat.
it's giving you a chair or a raise, I'm giving you a chair.
Have a seat right there. Have a seat
Sir,
over there.
have a seat, please.
Did you tickle Jose Elmo? Armed police alerted to Harry Potter fan with a wand. This is a person in a hotel. Armed police showed up because they saw a witness said that there was a person in a cloak with an alarmingly large knife, but it was actually just a Harry Potter cosplayer, right? They had the Hogwarts robe and a wand.
Harry really does look like he's getting ready to shiv someone.
Yeah.
Well, you in the UK version, they all actually use narwhal tusks.
Little mini ones?
Yeah, from tiny little narwhals. God, I hate Daniel Radcliffe. Fucking learn how to act, you bloody multi-millionaire prick. Licking Hole Brewery in Goochland is closed. Oh, no, it's a shame, isn't it?
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, the owner's
That's
dealing
the
with health
fucking
issues.
trifecta of language, isn't it?
Licking Hole Brewery in Goochland. Yes, that's the only reason I brought this article up. No,
I
I will
don't
not
see-
be ashamed.
Yeah, I don't see any other reason.
Licking
If
Hole.
I sold, if I sold mini narwhal tusks online
Yeah.
and aimed them, marketed them towards the British, do you think anyone would realize I'm actually selling shanks?
Probably the UK government.
Yeah.
Okay, so are letter openers restricted and controlled there?
Well, it's mostly email now, mate.
Well, not for, old people like me, my contemporaries,
I believe they are, yeah,
Holly's
but like
classmen.
you, you're not going to be able to just still walk around in the public like with a letter opener.
I guess you don't have pockets in England?
Well, that would be a pocket knife then, wouldn't it? But like if they found a letter opener on you, you couldn't just be like, well, it's for opening letters, because they'll go, well, are there any letters that you need to open right now, sir? Just like we're allowed kitchen
Carry a
knives.
couple with you.
Yeah.
What? Like it's fine if you go out with a baseball bat as long as you have a ball with you.
Do you know what? You took the words right out of my mouth. A friend of mine does have a baseball bat in his trunk, and he threw a ball and a glove in there. Yes. What's the problem? That makes sense. You want a baseball bat at your front door? Just make sure there's a baseball there too.
So as long as you're carrying letters with your letter opener, you'll get away with carrying a knife around.
See, I don't understand that. You don't.
We don't get in trouble for carrying knives.
Yeah.
Why- yeah,
Sim,
but
do,
why
do you
not-
not carry a knife, EDC?
Yeah.
So do I. I mean, don't you use it throughout your day? I do.
Yeah, often.
Wait, what? That's what I mean. The Drunken. What do you do without a pocket knife?
I don't need one. Everything's cut up for me. Thanks, Mum.
I would be willing to bet that there are multiple times that you can occur to you where you've used your key to pry at something, or your key to poke a hole in something or whatever.
Yeah, of course I have, yeah.
Yeah, because you're using a key as it wasn't meant, because you needed a tool, and the tool was a knife.
But I didn't need a tool because I could use a key.
You're
You're
supplanting one tool for another.
Yeah, and it still worked. So I didn't
And you run the
need-
risk of breaking the key.
No,
and
no, our
making
keys
it
are
no
very
longer
tough.
functional for its prime purpose.
We have very tough keys. It depends what I'm like. Like a bit of tape or something on a box. Yeah, you can use a key for that. The cling film on a microwavable meal, I guess. I don't know. The thing, like the whole thing about. Like,
Why are you okay with ethnic gang violence in London? Bin that key.
I think it could because it's part of British culture now.
Yeah, I guess you just don't know
No,
any better.
I get the sense of it that it's like if you're not used to being able to carry a knife, you'll find other things because human beings are very adaptable. And so I understand. My point is, if you were able to carry a multi-tool on you, believe me, you'd find all kinds of things to use the pliers on, the knife on. Absolutely.
It sounds like you're just looking for problem. I would find all kinds of things.
Men are very hands-on. We need tools because we like to fix things and alter things and open things and etc.
I like fiddling with stuff.
Yeah, that's why I have a knife and a multi-tool. The knife on the multi-tool is for opening stuff. The regular knife is for opening arteries, just in case.
That's also why Sinatra isn't allowed within 30 yards of a school. And the thing, like, if you're going to take a letter opener and letters out with you, I don't think you're going to get away with that. Just in the same way as...
No, I don't.
I mean, we have kitchen knives, but, like, you're still not going to be able to carry that around with you as long as you have, like, a pepper, you know?
Yeah, or a piece of fruit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to
You
see
just
that
have to-
interaction as you whip out a red pepper. What do you mean? I was going to cut this up on the train. You know, I just,
You got to carry a bag like you're gonna cook a gourmet meal.
yeah. No, I get the point. Like if you're in certain places where you're not allowed to carry knives and whatnot, you know, it doesn't matter what you have under the law can be understood as a weapon. An ashtray, you can and will get charged with assaulting somebody with a weapon. It's like it's an ashtray, but you used it as a weapon because you crashed it into his skull.
Yeah.
I
And
get
you're
your
not
point.
carrying any cigarettes, so obviously you were going
I
to
don't
use
know,
it
man.
as a weapon.
In my opinion, we should have solidarity on this point because to me it breaks down like this. Because of, and thus the joke, ethnic gang fucking violence, you are restricted from carrying a tool. In the same way, because a small criminal contingent chooses to blast on each other because of personal beefs, largely over pride and stupidity, Sin and I have restrictions on us for firearms. It's stupid. It's politicians doing a lame 20th best idea they can come up with because it's the easiest thing that they can manage.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, why would they ban knives when they could just ban stabbing?
Yeah.
Oh, right. They ban stabbing, but they don't know how to enforce it, enact it, or enforce it in such a way where they won't be accused of being racist by a bunch of activists. It's like, I'm sorry, there's a reason they call it ethnic gang violence.
Yeah, I didn't come up with the name.
Yeah. Even though you live in a place, ironically, that's full of ethnic.
I don't live here, ironically.
No.
I live here ironically.
Anglo-Saxon, Scottish, Irish, those are all ethnicities, despite what any fucking racist scumfuck online wants to say.
I'd say they're nationalities more than anything.
Well, I don't want to get into a semantic debate with you. I'm just trying to make a generalized point.
Okay.
You
That's my
are the
favourite kind of
natives
point.
there. You know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, indigenous, you might say. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
No, I'm with you on that. And as long as I got my bell pepper, I'm
you're
untouchable.
covered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or a wad of bills, apparently.
Try carrying a kiwi. It's smaller, more portable,
Yeah.
and
but
still
they,
counts.
But they complain, don't they?
In a high-pitched tone, yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's move on. Raccoon mischief triggers blackout in Toronto, trapping people in elevators. Bryce, what have you been doing? So, yeah, blackout. Like, look, this is a photo of the blackout. There's not a lot to see, really, is there? I don't know why someone took a photo of it. It's just not a lot going on. An inquisitive raccoon fiddled with electricity equipment in Toronto and cut power for thousands in the downtown core late on Thursday, knocking out traffic lights in Canada's largest city and trapping people in elevators. What an absolute bastard. I think he knew what he was doing. And I'm
he
just going to go...
definitely
Animal crime wave. Crossed off. Bang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying you enjoyed the blackout, but hey, raccoons are hilarious. They're delightful little scamps.
They are great. They're cute and they will fight. But also, I really don't like the idea of being trapped inside an elevator. This is why Drunken always takes the stairs.
Elevators are death traps, man. Don't get in them.
Yeah,
the
right.
doors could
And
open and there's a fucking fat guy in an overcoat waiting for you with a shotgun. You don't want that.
Exactly. For me,
They don't
there's
have
no
any
difference.
buildings over 4 floors, though.
We have lots. But for me, an elevator is no different to this, Polly.
I see. You know one thing that blew me away when I got in an elevator for the first time in the UK? How the the ground floor is not the first floor, that whole thing.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, is that
That's-
what it was? That was.
Yeah, that's weird. The first floor is the second floor. Like that's, I don't know. Took me a while to
I mean,
figure out what the fuck was going on.
Ground floor, first floor.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's just strange to me, man.
I mean,
And then you call them lifts. I mean, it was a little more Star Trek than I'm used to, which was okay, but it.
I think we
took a
just went
second.
for the verb on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like an escalator, movie stairs.
I mean, I'd be willing to call, elevators turbo lifts, especially if they dress the inside of them up like one. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would feel a lot better about being in a lift if it had that kind of decor. You know?
Yeah, decor.
Decor? Do you guys say decor?
I don't know how to say it anymore.
That's exactly how I feel. Like I went to say it and nothing came out. I think you just fucked me up on it, man. I don't
Maybe
know.
we should just all stop talking. We're just making fools of
Decor?
ourselves constantly.
think
Decor,
it's
decor. Is in like to
Yeah.
decorate.
Decor, yeah, that. Yeah, it's a decor.
I
yeah.
like your decoration. Nah. Interior. I'll just say interior instead. We'll go with interior.
I like your interior.
Well, thank you. I like your exterior. Footballer dies after being struck by lightning during match in Indonesia. Scott.
This looks like he is exploding.
Yeah, that
You
was
kind
like,
of did.
Dust, like Looney Tunes style. Good lord!
This is
What the hell did he do?
He throttled Elmo. He just running like full size pitch, running along. Score. I fucking love Indonesian football, and then God went no.
Fuck this guy in particular.
But yeah, right. You're gone. I mean, obviously someone died, so you can't laugh. But also, like, bro, what is in your basement? You know, what did you do? Yes, F's in the chat, says keep it down for the football player. Yeah, definitely. Struck by lightning. Good fucking lord. Mate, if someone was trying to
Hell of a
tackle
way
him,
to go.
he would. Yeah, it is. He would have gone to the right. If he didn't fucking manage to get the ball when it was passed to him, like he'd still be alive right now. You know. Daryl O'Dell says, "Were they in sudden death?" Oh, you fucker. Well done. Well done. All right, very good. Let's move on. An upcoming Korean Netflix drama explores what happens when your daughter is turned into a chicken nugget. Netflix
I was
really.
always curious.
What would you do if your daughter was turned into a chicken nugget, Sin?
Put it in the freezer.
More than anything, I appreciated the how succinct that answer was. There was straight in there.
I just earned a couple thousand years in purgatory. I think I just watched the video of the guy getting hit by lightning.
Ooh, no, yeah, I wasn't going to show that. See,
Yeah, yes, I had to go to a channel that has all squiggly writing for its title.
yeah.
And they were
Is
speaking in foreign.
Is it as Looney Tunes as it sounds?
No, the freeze frame that you see there is it's the spreading out of the lightning before during the strike. Like that's just a blur because of the camera, if you know what I mean. No, he gets hit and then just falls over. But you do see the positive streamer. You know the streamer that comes up from the ground before lightning comes down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do. You actually see a flash of the streamer go up a couple of seconds before he's hit. But no,
Or as
he
we
doesn't
call
explode
it,
at all.
a
He's
warning.
hit and then just falls over. Yeah, that's get to somebody taller than you, quick.
See, if he was a good defender, then he wouldn't have got hit, would he? Path of least resistance. Lupus Alba says, "Would you still love me if I was a chicken nugget?" Oh shit, like that.
I
That's
just
what-
watched the video. That is exactly as Looney Tunes as I thought it would be.
Jesus
He doesn't
Christ.
explode.
No, he just tips over.
Zero the Hero says, "Can we have the link for this? If you've still got it up, could you whack it in the chat for the gore hounds that are currently
For the
watching?"
Gorehounds, yeah, sure, why not?
So, upcoming a Korean Netflix drama. It is about a CEO of a company who creates a machine, and his daughter turns into a chicken nugget. And coming to Netflix. They'll keep this going, but they cancelled fucking Jessica Jones, Santa Clarita Diet, but somehow we still get a Korean drama, by the way, not comedy, drama about what happens when your daughter's turned into a chicken nugget. That is fine. Thanks, Netflix, you assholes. You guys want to try not to laugh about something?
I guess.
All right. It didn't
Sin,
work with the lightning, but here we go.
Sin, you've played The Witcher, haven't you?
I have.
Baby in Kansas City, Missouri dies after her mother mistakenly puts her in an oven.
Oh no. You were supposed to fake it.
Those who remember me playing The Witcher on twitch.tv/DrunkenPlays, I did not hesitate. She handed me the baby and said, put it in the oven, and I just pressed the button. Oven, baby, done. However, how do you mistakenly put... Right, so the mother says she put the baby down for a nap, but accidentally put the baby in the oven instead of in the cot.
I thought we had a ban on this stuff.
I'm calling bullshit on that, Polly. I don't think you don't really... Well, no, the only reason I brought it up was because of The Witcher, right?
Well, it's a baby, man. I fucking veto this.
No,
Let's move on. That's
it
horrifying.
was a baby. But yeah, okay, fair enough. The oven was on as well. The baby died. Stopped when paramedics arrived on the scene. The baby was not breathing.
That's so sad.
But there was also
let's just
burns
say
on
by
his
some
skin.
nightmare it was an accident. I mean, okay, well, yeah, I got nothing to say. Wow.
I mean, Dave G says nothing accidental about this. I gotta agree with you. Like, fucking
I know.
mother's baby brain, don't get me wrong. Like, they start doing
Yeah.
weird fucking things, but not like that.
What did
Yeah,
she
I
go?
don't understand it
I
at
didn't
all,
mean it.
but-
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what she said. Yeah, fucking, put the child down for a nap and accidentally placed her in the oven instead of the crib. Bullshit. Bullshit. No one's laughing. This is weird. Right. Gang steals 145 tons of chicken in a bizarre heist of up to 55,000 birds. You love a heist,
All
Polly.
right, I mean, might as well. You son of a bitch.
I'm in. You like a heist, Polly? How about the chicken base heist? This isn't a paltry amount. Is he?
Okay, all right, that was good.
All right. Okay.
Well, that's good.
One last job.
145, right? Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking
They flew the
chicken.
coop- They flew the coop for one last job. Man.
Oh, nice. Very good.
They hatched a plot.
Oh!
Getting away from the henpecked wives.
But then they're risking up to 20 years in prison, so just a couple of jailbirds.
Nice. Okay, I'm okay with it.
Did you already use flew the coop?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Anything more?
At least there weren't chickens
So-
about it.
I mean, I like a nice
no,
heist,
yeah.
a sweet swindle. What happened? How did it go
I
down?
didn't feel good about that one.
Lisa says that's a lot of scratch. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All
that
right.
was good.
That's not all we got
chicken
on our...
feed.
Just need a little seed money. That's not all we got on heists as well, Polly. Is an entire 200-foot tower stolen from a radio station. The whole
Excellent.
thing.
What?
The whole thing.
Okay,
These
I
topples.
appreciate bold moves, and that's bold. Who's gonna miss it? What do you mean? Everyone. Like I just.
The thieves toppled and stole the 200-foot tower of classic hits WJLX AM. Turn it on and rip the knob off. In Jasper, AL, Alabama. The theft was discovered late last week. Right, so they did miss it, right? But not as soon as you
So
thought.
yeah.
Including the transmitter and other equipment. Like, they got the whole thing.
This is
I mean, everyone knows about the really strong active black market for 200-foot radio towers. So, I mean, it's clear what they're going to do with it. But still, you got to appreciate the boldness, man. Wouldn't you need like one of them extremely extended flatbed trucker trailers? You know, the kind I mean, to get away with it?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the logistics of this. They felled the tower.
Yeah.
So you showed up with like, I mean, that's not just bringing an impact wrench, Sin. That's bringing specialized industrial tools, wouldn't you think?
I think, well, the thing is, I think because this is such a bold move, like as you're doing it, if you topple it and start cutting it up into easy, manageable chunks, still no one's going to stop you.
Yeah.
You've got that authority, just like you ever see that video of it was two guys testing, like if anyone would stop them if they walked into an area carrying a ladder.
Yeah.
And it turns out no one will.
I've seen videos of that type, and it's absolutely true.
High-vis vest and a ladder.
A stern manner in a hard hat or a stern manner in a clipboard can get you into most buildings in the world. It's true.
Act like you belong. Oh, I mean, you know that because of you getting into the hospital. I remember that story.
Remember that? I was killed. It worked like and I didn't even have a hard hat or a clipboard. I just had my
An
side
air of
bag,
authority.
and I walked with it. Yeah. And when I said, "Oh, I'm here too," and I held up the bag, like things were in the bag, and I'm like, "You assumed." I didn't say.
I shout out to Boo Boo in the chat, says the frequency of these thefts. That is good. I mean, it is a crime wave. That's very, very good. Well
Nice.
done, Boo Boo. Good work. Good. A lot of good puns tonight from the chat. I'm loving it.
That's actually a good question for Mr. Blue. Did it have copper in it? Okay, no, because that one I would get. A hell of a lot of money in that. Okay, fair enough. But is that what's going? Is there fiber
There
running
had to
through
be
it? Like as in
copper
fiber
in it
optics?
somewhere.
200 feet of fiber.
But the thing is, whatever, mate. There's
Fiber optic isn't worth shit though.
whatever you're selling.
Only
There's
in
a
massive
lot of
spools.
it.
You're right. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
on
Sid,
to
Drunken, what'd you say?
But whatever you're selling here is a 200-foot tower. Whatever you're selling, there's still a lot of it, and you got it for free. So I think you're golden, really.
But again,
unless
the
you like
logistics,
walking up to
imagine
someone
the
going, like,
trouble of getting a hold of the truck just to truck away with it. Like that's
That's-
going to cost you some money.
Well, not if you hire it. Don't hire it. It's just someone who's already got a truck. And then you just approach someone in the street
Okay,
like, hey,
I've got a
hey
truck
kid,
that
you want to
won't
buy a
fit."
tower?
Even if you had, like, okay, your friend owns a small trucking company, so you use one of his trucks. No, that's insane. That's like using one of your own cars to rob a bank. It's stupid.
Unless you
That's why
have
you
the
use
air of
quote-unquote work
authority.
vehicles.
Because this wasn't a heist. This was an in plain sight activity here. You couldn't hide this.
You know what I'm thinking? It's one of those radio towers or transmitter stations that's down a road that the only thing down that road is that station.
Oh, maybe.
So you block the road with a couple of guys in hard hats and reflective vests. And then, yeah, absolutely. It looks like you're up to something legitimate. I could see that.
Meh.
Was it collapsible? Yeah, it's one of them
What-
pocket towers.
One of them collapsible towers, yeah.
What came to mind is one of those the feeler canes that blind people have that's multi-segmented
Oh, yeah.
and folds up. You know,
It's for pocket
it
radios.
folds down to 50 feet.
Internet
then you just
repairs.
pop it in your truck.
Internet repair service for $1 to say, letting you know, Drunkle, we're just going to do a little repair job on your pub's internet antenna. Don't worry, everything's on code. Nothing to see, nothing to be here. Nothing to see here. Thank you, Internet Repair Service. Much appreciated. Guys, don't forget, as we come into the final articles, we've also got the links for Sinatra down in the bottom and Polydub as well as myself as well. And we appreciate everything you send over. Let's move on into the science-based news. As a baffled aquarium staff believe shark impregnated stingray, which is set to give birth with no mate. So this is the only stingray in the tank. And what really baffled me here is I thought stingray laid eggs. But this is not the... Right, here's the ultrasound. So they go, this stingray's pregnant. Right?
You're losing me a little bit. So it got pregnant without a mate.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
it got pregnant. Hold on, are you saying like double? Like they do lay eggs and it's pregnant, or what?
Well, no, I had to look into this. It turns out that they do lay eggs, but the eggs hatch inside them, and then they give birth to them later on when they're a little bit more grown. They're called pups, by the way, pups.
That's just regular pregnancy.
There you go. But is a stingray not a fish?
No,
Do fish
I don't
lay
know.
eggs? What do you
No,
mean?
stingray's
No,
not
of
a
course
fish.
it's not.
It doesn't have scales.
Is it a mammal?
No.
I mean, technically,
And
bees are fish.
Some fish don't lay eggs.
Name 6.
I
And an
know
egg.
mollies give live birth. I think I forget what the other one is, but there's a few that don't lay eggs.
All right.
There's all kinds of weirdo animals that can become, I forget the term, pregnant without a mate. I mean, hell, it happened in Jurassic Park. But I mean, that's the point. They're all lizards and whatnot. A crocodile laid eggs that were technically unfertilized, but they were somehow, and the DNA of the offspring were identical to her own.
Parthenogenesis.
Genesis?
Yeah. So, like, why assume the shark impregnated the stingray?
Because-
Stingrays
right,
are weird to begin with. I mean,
It's one of two scenarios. It's either parthenogenesis, the eggs developing autonomously, resulting in a clone of the mother, which is pretty fucking cool. Or they did find that the stingray had some bite marks on it as well, like from an overly amorous shark, which was sharing the tank with it. So it's one of the other, but either way, it's weird. And apparently, stingray are mammals, or rather, it's the platypus of the sea.
nice. I think the platypus is the platypus of the sea, but
Yeah, I was
think-
going to say, I think that's already a thing.
I think they're freshwater, though, aren't they, platypi?
you can have freshwater seas.
Name 6.
That's fuck you.
6
The
freshwater
Great-
seas
the
and a
Great
mammal.
Lakes plus the Dead Sea. There, in your face.
Plus 2.
No,
the
there's
Great
like
Lakes.
6.
There's more
5
than
Great Lakes.
Oh, name the lakes.
No, I just
Erie,
collectively did.
Huron, Superior, Michigan,
Ontario.
Ontario.
All right. I'm satisfied. Moving on. Mushroom growing on live frog surprises researchers. Look, there's a little mushroom right there. You can see it. Just by his back leg. There's a mushroom growing
Yep.
on a frog.
That seems like it would be where mushrooms grow.
If it was a Pokemon, yeah. There's a mushroom growing on a frog. Or a pal, even better. But it's just
They
a little
spend all their
mushroom.
day in muck and slime. I'm kind of not surprised, actually.
Well, then you're not surprised. But have you ever seen this before? No.
Okay, the Red Sea chat, for fuck's sake.
I mean, my oceanology expertise is not up to snuff. So I took your word for it. But there's a mushroom growing on a frog.
Increase
like
your
when-
littoral knowledge.
When they grew a human ear on a mouse. Except it's a mushroom on a frog. And they didn't do it on purpose. This is a frog in India, as you can tell. It's the accent. Yeah, ribbit. And it's got...
Yeah, it does look like an Indian.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. It's
I'll
got
stop.
a mushroom growing out of it.
The little mustache.
Oh, yeah.
The fact it works in a call center. Like...
Just ignore the fact that this is a frog near your atomic power plant. It's totally not a uranium purifier for weaponry at all.
No, but there was news that didn't make it. Wolves in Chernobyl are growing a resistance to cancer due to
Those glowing blue ones?
the glowing blue wolf, the fallout wolves. Yeah, something like that. Why would they glow blue? I thought green is
It
the
was a-
radioactive color.
I know, it was a fake story that went out like a couple years ago where there was like blue glowing wolves in and around Chernobyl. It was hilarious. All these fake pictures. It was good times.
Well, I mean, frog, mushroom, frog. Just reminded me of that time a mushroom was growing on my wall because of the leak from upstairs. Except instead of a wall, it's a frog.
Mhm.
Yeah. New archaeological discovery. Amateur archaeologists uncover a mysterious Roman artifact in England. They don't know what it is.
It's clearly a mine.
I don't know how big they were on explosives.
I get a
guess
little
you're
bit of
just
that
not paying
Greek fire
attention.
and pack it in there and,
Dragon
in your
fire.
face, Trirene.
It's in between the size of a golf ball and a grapefruit,
Oh, yeah?
which, as we all know, is 3 mice wide. And yeah, they ain't got a clue what it is. Couple of things that they've suggested it could be a gauge, rangefinder, candlestick, I don't think it's a candlestick holder, maybe? You call it a candlestick? The candle goes in the candlestick, right? It's a candlestick. A die for gambling or gaming or knitting gloves. I don't think it could be knitting gloves either.
The die seems most likely.
So gambling-wise, yeah, possibly. But then also, like, I tend to go, like, Simpsons direction with this and just go, it's a child's toy.
I don't know. I mean, it does kind
All
of
the
resemble
holes are
D20 like
different
Lucas
size.
says, but...
What about a dog toy, then? It's like you put a treat in it, and then the treat lasts longer, and the dog has to, like, try and get it out of the holes.
It's
all the
Romans. Are you sure it's not just a thing to throw at people's heads?
It could be a weapon.
Good shout. Yeah, I mean, that would come proper tight, that would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't mean like something to instantly kill. No, it's for discipline. You know, you just...
Yeah. You can't afford a
Damn
whip. It's
a diving bell for a squirrel. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, there you go. Sandy. It is a word that we don't hear often enough on this show. It's a dodecahedron.
Hmm.
Yeah. And we don't know what it is, and we'll never know. But fun though, isn't it? I like it. Very slow music, very slow music. This organ's playing a 639-year-long song, and it just changed chords for the first time in 2 years. How fucking boring is that? I don't think it's... I mean, it's making noise. It's definitely a woman. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we've already done sexism on stream. So it started in 2001. It's scheduled to conclude in 2640. They're trying to play the slowest piece of music ever, and things are going great.
What's the piece?
It is John Cage's ASLSP. I thought John Cage was in Mortal Kombat.
That's Luke Cage.
Is it? No, that's Marvel. It was Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I think that they're all stood around, Polly, because this was the moment that it was actually going to change chords. And they're really, really into it, man. It's from the John Cage Organ Foundation. So that's great. Great job, guys. World records. Guinness World Record admits it was
Man spinning a plate.
No, it's not. No, this is actually cool. Too heavy-handed in rejecting man's entry and gives him the title. He made an Eiffel Tower out of matchsticks. It took him a very, 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 very long time. And upon completion, Guinness World Record said, no, you used the wrong kind of matchstick, mate. And he went, you fucking what? I don't suppose you did, considering it came out on Friday, this particular article.
Oh, maybe it's an update, because I swear to God, Polly.
No. Polly, do you recognise this?
I don't.
Well, he doesn't remember what happened in Noir Bar, so who fucking knows?
or this morning.
I remember making that same joke Wednesday. Because Polly was like, we have an actual world record.
I remember
not
that,
like...
but I don't remember what the actual world record was, but it wasn't this.
It wasn't
I don't
this.
talk about anything French.
It was this.
Don't make me pull up my fucking
Pull the
bookmark
tape.
things to find it. I'll do it.
Pull it up.
Someone in the chat will know. They'll remember.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, they just said he used the wrong kind of matchstick, and therefore he wasn't given the world record.
What does that even mean?
He was fucking livid, Polly. He was.
It wasn't commercial matchsticks, because we talked about this.
I mean, that actually is the case. It wasn't commercial matchsticks. Because he was sick of fucking...
I don't think I have some supernatural knowledge of matchstick happenings in France. We talked about this.
He was sick of having to snip the sulfurous part of the matchstick off. So he ended up just contacting the company and say, can you just send me the matchsticks, but without the shit on the end? And they went, all right. But Guinness World Records, they came in and said, you know what, mate? No, we were wrong. You're completely right. Have the record. And I think he deserves it, because that is fucking incredible. You know what's also great, though, buddy? Getting laid. And you can't do both, can you?
Baseball's worth of meth. Right. Yeah, I remember this.
I remember. Oh, you listened to Wednesday's stream, right? Okay, right, fair enough. Yeah. And on to the titular article of the AAA meeting, that is number 452. Ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by the tagline "Sleight of Hand," because Man caught pleasuring himself in Nashville library uses lube on his hands to slip out of cuffs. He saw his chance.
He came prepared.
He did. Well done, Sin. Very good. Very good. No, he literally, because he was sat there, he was using one of the fucking library's computers to look at porn, and they called the police. They went, this guy's watching porn, and he refuses to stop. And then he started fucking jerking it, so the police arrived and arrested him, but because his hands are covered in fucking sex lube, he just slipped on out and ran away. Like, what fucking gangster? But they did catch him. Hence the mugshot here.
He looks like a public jerker.
He does, doesn't he? It's the facial hair. Yeah. I mean, Raven Harris is impressed, who says, smart, lol. Well, Raven, this could be, you're looking into the eyes of the future right here. And you may now consider yourself used. Ravon?
It was, the world record was the Super Bowl of Masonry, the brick builders.
Yes! In which case, Sin, how do you know that it wasn't...
Yeah, you do have supernatural knowledge of happenings in France.
But we didn't. We didn't, though, because...
We talked about maybe Monday?
That's today!
No, last Monday.
No. That article came out on Friday.
Yes, but we talked about how they said he couldn't do it.
Well, in which case, then, now they have. I'll tell you what I will do then, Sin.
We 100% talked about this.
Then I will agree with you in the way that I will hit the bingo card. Update from a previous article.
Yeah, because that's where we left off. It was they said he couldn't do it. It must have been Monday.
Could have been a different show.
No, I haven't watched any other shows.
Have you been on any?
Less than that.
Darren O'Dell says there's only one Monday. You got that right, man. You got that right.
Been on any other shows? Hold on. You haven't watched any other shows? Have you been on any? No, less than that. So you've been on less than none?
No, like if I'm on a show, I don't watch it. Like I'm on it.
Then why don't you remember where this supposed supernatural French knowledge came from?
I'm fucking looking it up right now. I'm scrolling back through the Wednesday show. I'm about to go back through the Monday show.
You're Googling supernatural French knowledge. Should we have a game?
Sure.
If we have one.
We do have one, and it's a good one.
Well, I'll get going now.
Well, you might as well, because Sinatra's going to win
That's what
anyway.
I'm saying.
As we play Wild Beef! Yay!
I am so intensely scanning through Monday's show.
He's scanning. I suck at this game. Why are we going to play it?
Because I'm going to win.
I think, actually, if he's scanning and you're shit at it, like, maybe you're finally evenly matched. I don't know. But it is, of course, the game where people of the internet have forgotten the certain words for things, so they just use other words to describe them. Hence, a cow, when someone somehow forgot the word for cow, described it as wild beef. And it is your job to decipher what the wild beef is. We've got 10 rounds of the tiebreaker. Let's fucking go. Right. Wild beef number 1. Weather volume.
Temperature.
What was that, Polly?
Thunder? It's loud weather? I don't know.
It was actually Sin who said temperature right there, so that is a point to Sinatra. I just wanted to make sure you didn't say it as well.
Where did I see this?
You spoke at the same time. Apparently it was Monday. You didn't... I don't know. Wally G says, is there such thing as wild beef? Yes, it's a cow! Listen, Wally G! Right,
okay,
on
man,
to...
I don't get it either.
What? That's all right. Wild beef number 2. Underwater fan.
Propeller?
Propeller.
Polly on the board. And drawing.
It's called that because it propels.
Yes, and I am a fan of being underwater. Okay, wild beef number 3. Evenly matched at the moment. Well done. Well done. Here we go. Perverted Peter.
Pedophile.
No.
Peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom.
Well, how does Peter and Tom connect?
Pedo Pete.
Well, because they're names.
Because their names. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
But they forgot.
Damn.
They forgot.
I got
peeping-
owned.
They forgot peeping Tom. They couldn't. Oh, well, what do you call it? You know, a fucking perverted Peter. The thing is, like, if one of you gets it, then it's not shit.
All right.
All right. Number 4. Water volcano.
Geyser?
Indeed, it is. I've always wondered: is it geyser, geezer? I don't know. Diamond
Geyser.
geezer. Is it geyser? Okay, right. In the geyser of an angel. Wild beef. Number 5. Sport police.
Referee.
Referee. Sid sailing ahead here, making short work of the game that took way longer to make than it does to play. Wild beef number 6. Gummy hammer.
Mallet? No.
Gonna need more.
Rubber mallet?
Rubber mallet. It's the gummy part, isn't it? Because you can have a wooden mallet, but there's nothing gummy about that.
Unless you made it from a gum tree.
Yeah, all right. Wild beef. Have a point. Fuck it. Wild beef number
It
7.
doesn't matter. It won't change anything here.
Fuck
Have
it.
a fucking point. I just...
Wild beef number 7. Free range train.
A derailment?
Semi truck?
No and no.
I don't know.
I got to give it to the chat there. It is Eric Grindsatter with bus.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, you're stupid. Wild beef number 8. Butterfly of the night.
Bat? Oh,
No.
Firefly.
No.
Oh, well then stupid.
No?
Oh, moth?
It's a moth.
It's still stupid.
Butterfly of the night? Okay, all right.
But they are. They come out at night and they're still like little caterpillars, and then they go into their chrysalid form. Was that the right word? They cocoon it. That was a film as well. Cocoon. Right. Wild beef number 9. Smoothie grinder.
Blender.
Blender.
Oh, good.
Well done, Polly. There you go. I'm proud
It's
of you.
only because I own one. That's.
I
it.
do
use
as
it to
well,
make
but-
Smoothies. That's
I'm
it.
not allowed to talk about my blender. And number
Just 'cause
10.
It's a ninja and you got to keep it quiet.
No, it's because I tried talking about it, but like everyone, I think donations kept playing over it, so just now I'm not allowed to talk about my blender.
Oh.
That was years ago, and I'm still standing by it, man. Wild beef number 10. Mazel top.
Dreidel?
Oh, a fucking yarmulke.
It is actually a yam.
Damn it.
Dude, I
That's
laughed
actually
so
clever,
hard.
Drunken. Well
Mazel
done.
top.
That's
No,
good.
this wasn't. No, I'm not the one thinking of these. I collect them. I'm not thinking of them, but Mazel top made me laugh so fucking much.
Yeah, that is actually really funny. That's good.
Yeah, don't look. But hey, I'm telling you, when it's good, I will not take credit for it, and when it's bad, I will not take credit for it because I didn't come up with these. These are things I collect and collate and turn them into games. We have got one just for shits and giggles right here. Not that it matters, but it is the tiebreaker. Secret round number 11. And here we go. Here is your wild beef. Scenic lookout glasses.
Bifocals?
Binoculars.
It is Polydub with binoculars.
Bifocals? What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, never mind.
Well, it says glasses there, so I don't blame you for that.
I was thinking senior lookout glasses.
You're lucky I didn't say Skeenick, as I normally would. And that is our game of Wild Beef. The independent adjudicators are back in. And it is the bronze medal going to the chat, or rather Eric Grindsatter with 1 point. The silver medal with 5 points is Polydub. But this week's Smarty Pants with 6 points is Sinatra Says.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, holy
Solid
shit. Good game, though, Polly. You were 1 point off there from a draw there, mate. That was a...
So all we need is just to get Sinatra distracted with something, and then I got a chance. Cool.
Yeah. Like, normally, if you just, like, wave your
Toss
keys
a
in
shiny
front of
toy
them-
my way.
Yeah, right. Should we have a couple of questions before we get out of here? Genuine
Yeah.
question, yeah. Right. People
No.
in the chat, if you have any questions for myself, not Sinatra, but Polydub, then whack them in the chat and we may bestow our attention upon you. Sin, I've got a question for you, old buddy, old pal.
I said no questions.
No, I said, should we have some questions from the chat? And you said no.
I don't want questions from you either.
Why not?
Because I don't want it.
Ah, dickhead, that was a question. Boom! You've been drunkled.
You son of a bitch.
Have you got anything for us, Sin?
No, I told you I didn't want questions.
Oh, right, that's what... Okay, right, fair enough. Polly?
Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. That last one was rigged. That's just your Bionicle, the double monocle idea you had. I know, I thought of the Bionicles right away, but everyone's like, oh, that name's taken. I don't care. If I were to market the Bionicles, the 2 monocles,
They already have.
no, they would sell.
They did. It was
No,
a
they didn't.
cartoon and everything.
No. No, it's an original idea.
Yeah, just not
cartoon?
yours.
What cartoon are you talking about?
Bionicle.
Did they have separate monocles that were both attached to lanyards?
No, they were made by Lego.
That's what a Bionicle is.
It's not. A Bionicle is a
rather.
Lego figurine.
Was it Lego?
It was made by Lego, yeah.
The dual monocles would be highly popular.
Ah, there you go. See, now you're avoiding getting sued. How was your the old Nwaba, Polly?
I don't remember.
You don't even know. Okay, right, fair enough.
I, mean,
But-
I was told it was fun, but I don't remember it.
If you if someone wanted to go and watch that, for instance, where could they find it?
On YouTube /Polydub. That's my channel. That's where the smut happens.
That's
And
his channel.
yeah, it's a good time.
That's
Yeah.
where the turkey people are, right there. We've got Molly Okami says, do you recognise the dog in the pub? I do not recognise the dog in the pub. Why would I recognise the dog? Wally G says, why is your channel called the AAA? It's not. It's called Drunken Uncle. Mark Smart says, what do you want to say about your blender? I can't tell you, buddy. I can't tell you. Daryl O'Dell says, why no questions, Sin? That's a question, Daryl. You couldn't get it. He's too smart. He's not distracted anymore. Shuru says, do you recognise the pink unicorn in the corner? What the fuck? Is there a... No. No, I don't recognise the pink unicorn in the corner. Festonia says, programming question for Wednesday. Gonna have a show? Is that a programming question?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
It's a good thing he asked, or I would have forgotten.
Oh, no, I didn't. It's scripted. We're all right. But,
Right.
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead.
We're going to be starting the show early on Wednesday, by 1/2 of 1 hour, because I got to get going. And rather than doing a short show, we're going to start the show early. So, yeah.
We might have to do that Friday as well, depending on what time I have to do my thing.
So we're going to
Well,
be starting
yeah.
the AAA early this week. So it'll be happening Drunken when?
No. I'm going to pass that to you tonight, buddy.
It's all the same except the 30. Everything is
Yeah.
the same except for the 30.
It's 5 p.m. Eastern or 5 a.m. on Christmas Island. The other ones I would need help with. I don't know where the things
5
are.
5 p.m.,
We,
10 p.m., 5 a.m.
Is it
you've
is it
got
10
a
p.m.
minute.
GMT?
Yeah, they're 5
Yeah.
hours ahead.
Okay.
What do you mean
Cool.
they?
So it's 5 p.m. EST, 10 p.m. GMT, and 5 a.m. on Christmas Island.
What about Central?
4 p.m. I believe.
And whatever the mountain people do. I mean, just take a minute, have a practice. We'll get back to you in a second. Devil Fruit Zero says, have you seen how they are fucking up live action Avatar The Last Airbender? Oh, no, I've not actually. Viper texted me saying, have you seen the trailer? And I went, no, because I don't watch the trailers for things that I actually want to watch because of spoilers. And she went, what the fuck are you on about? Like, you know what happens. And I went, oh, God, yeah, that's a really good point. But no, I've still not seen it yet. Are they fucking it up? I thought it was going to be a little more promising this time. So it's got actually, some genuine Asians in it. I don't know. I'll have to check it out, Devil Fruit Zero. But very good question. Mark Smart says, do you recognise the vegan options in the Badger waters? No, I do not. Luna says, do you fear leopard attacks in the UK more or less than imported splody? Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there, mate. All right. And I think there we go. That is it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go stealing a broadcast tower just yet. Because, Polly, when are we going to be back?
We are going to be back on Wednesday over on my channel, /Polydon, at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. GMT, and 5 a.m. on Christmas Island.
Fucking excellent. With news and banter that will make you literally die. Tomorrow you can find me over on twitch.tv/drunkenplace for some epic gamage. It is Technology Tuesday, and I think we are at the very end of RoboCop Rogue City. I don't know how long the stream's going to go on, but we're doing it. We're doing it, and we're going to make some people's heads explode. And sin, it was Pun City last week, because there was a pool table there, and I grabbed a guy, and he was there, and he's just in front of me going, oh, let me go. But I noticed that he was, say, of the darker pigmentation. So every time I killed someone with a melee, I would give a pun. I'd throw a computer screen at someone and says, we've been monitoring you. Or like a trash can and say, you're trying to take out the trash. But with this one, I chucked him at the pool table and said, black in the corner pocket, right? It was fucking, oh man. And even I was like, damn, that is it. We peaked. It's never getting better than this.
That is pretty good.
Thank you very much. You can find me there, twitch.tv/drunkenplace for some epic gamers tomorrow from 7 p.m. GMT, which is 2 p.m. EST, 1 p.m. Central, and whatever the mountain people do. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to my esteemed co-hosts. Thank you for the generous donations from the best goddamn chat online. And don't squeeze one out in a library.
Yeah, try not to do that.
Just whore.